of a first stock they had. Faison still feeling the painful effects from it. Wow!
To thread that side signature in there without hitting your teammate, that was
insane,
really great.
Dude. And he caught both of them, both of his opponents.
Those same side combos are difficult to keep going and to not get any team damage in there, and they did that so perfectly.
Honestly,
that was amazing.
Boomy and Sandstorm kind of pioneered that, man. I feel like back in 2018, they started doing that all the time. We were,
oh no, Boomy
blown.
Didn't have enough to make it back. Still has a full final
Faison
stock.
tried to help. Wait a second. Oh, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He tried to save his teammate there. He almost paid the ultimate price. And once again, he barely avoids a nasty edge guard. Faison is on borrowed time right now.
Oh, wow. What a read from Sandstorm. Gets punished for it.
But Sandstorm's still coming back on a fresh stock. I don't know how Faison and Cody managed to pull this off. It involves Faison not getting hit anymore.
Maybe it involved Faison KOing Boomy over here on the side? I don't know.
Wait,
Cody Travis,
they
Mad
brought it
Dog
back
in this.
now. Yeah, but Boomy's in the same amount of trouble as Faison is. This could go. What? Oh!
He lives.
Oh, he's so lucky to be alive.
Finds his way to the weapon, gets the gauntlets in hand. Okay. Now, what happens? Boomy, Faison, both primed to be KO'd. Could be a 1v1 between Sandstorm and Cody Travis, but
that seems like
anything can happen, really.
Like how this is gonna end, but don't skip ahead now. We don't. You don't want to skip to the last chapter.
Don't tell me, people from the future, what happened. Don't you dare spoil this for us. If you're a chat from the future, hush.
Yeah, chill. Yeah, hush. I think. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. No, Faison's down. It's all up to Cody. But he gets the
for
kill.
Cody Travis.
It is very winnable. I mean, Sandstorm, he's at a disadvantage, really, with the amount of health. Oh, man. Cody, the big finish? Sandstorm, oh man, Sandstorm, make one mistake, Cody. He says, make one mistake. There it is!
He got him!
My goodness!
No way!
He gets the hard read. I don't think he even reacted with that gravity cancel side light. He was in Cody's head there. I know you were gonna go up and away. Another gravity cancel side light after the first side light. That's the big finish, man. Oh my goodness, Cody had it.
Yeah, Sandstorm started that combo when Cody was at orange, and I was like, all right, tanky legend like Barraza. High defense, here it is.
Yeah,
boom. 3 side lights in a row. Bang.
Woo. Hard read there from Sandstorm. That's going to tie up the set now, 1-1.
Okay, we're just 2 games in? This is
yeah.
This is stressful. My endorphins, my endocrine system is being tested. Everything's being tested here, and I'm not even in this competition.
Oh, let's talk about same side combos.
Huge! It's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet.
Woo! That was so much. That was so much.
They heard us complain about,
We were talking up Boomy and Sandstorm about those same side combos. And then Cody and Faison were like, wait, what if we actually do a whole big mix 'em up here? They started with the same side combo, and then it morphed into like a reversal, and
it just kept going.
It was so crazy.
That was the Energizer Bunny of combos.
That's my vote now for greatest combo of the year. That might have been it. That was so much. And against Boomy and Sandstorm, that's got to give you some extra points.
It was so many times of Sandstorm and Boomy just being in hit stun. Pretty wild. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
Uh-oh, wait. Boomy and Sandstorm are on a mission to equalize here as soon as possible. With that huge of a lead to start, for Boomy and Sandstorm to bring it back now would be nothing short of amazing.
Oh man, this is
Cody and Faison
are crazy brawl.
Kind of popping off, man. Faison goes down. I think he turned into it too. I think he wasn't gonna die, and he helped it along the way, so he wouldn't leave Cody alone. Oh, okay. Oh, another kill. Wait. Oh, Boomy's still alive. Faison going for the edge guard. It's Boomy versus Faison here. Faison just lets him back, even while Boomy was sweating. Man, that's a lot of respect he's putting on Boomy there.
Well, they're in the lead, you know?
That's true, yeah. No need to take unnecessary risks. You especially don't want to go too deep while you're at yellow. It's already happened to Faison earlier on.
Picks his moment, finds a good win there, but Sandstorm able to make it back to the stage, but they take out Boomy down on his final stop. Oh my gosh,
so
I thought that
far ahead, dude.
I thought Sandstorm head bonked. I was about to be really surprised. Yeah, no way. He makes it back. Easy peasy. He doesn't head bonk. Not the 3 times.
Not the 3 times.
Oh, but he might be the first one knocked out of this game.
Woo. Oh, Sandstorm puts a stop to that combo. Nicely done. But Sandstorm is hurting. Faison finally down to his final stock.
Chains on the corner. I always believe that's a great move. Uh-oh. Boomy! Oh, that was actually set up by Sandstorm's weapon throw. Can Boomy make that stage? Yes, he does.
He
And Sandstorm
does.
comes down there. That's a bro. Saves his life, but risks his own, and now he's out of the game. And now it's just Boomy in the 1v2 against Phazon and Cody Travis.
Yeah, this is a tough 1v2.
And, yeah.
Not just because of who he's fighting, but because of the amount of health he's got here. Okay.
Hopefully
that's
he
a
just keeps them both
pretty
in the
good
same
start.
combo.
Yeah, if he
that would be
hits
great.
both of them every time, there's no worry about follow-ups.
That's the strat.
No punishes.
Oh, wow. I like
Wow.
the attempt, but gets him punished.
Yeah,
Phazon has him
yeah.
off the side of
That's
stage.
the best he could have done. I feel like that is such a good option to go for because that definitely could have led into a kill. Great punish. Boomy doing a good job not leaving himself vulnerable to any punishes here. That's what he's got to do. Weapon throw, get out, get out. Side light, no nair. Everybody expects the nair. Get out of there.
Oh,
But he
that's
just
it.
not enough he can do against Cody Travis and Phazon. Super solid play. And they go up in the set now 2-1. One more victory for Cody Travis and Phazon. And they will knock Boomy and Sandstorm, the #1 seed.
Oh,
of
this
the
is the
tournament,
combo. Look
out
at
of
this.
the tournament. Oh,
Huge.
This is so good.
In
oh,
slow-mo, it
yes.
takes forever
so
to do
much
this.
slow-mo. This is, woo. Oh, man.
Oh, look at that. So just barely.
And then still, and now, now just cut the clip. Don't worry, he didn't, no, he died. Don't worry, cut the clip. Yeah. See? He didn't even.
Yeah.
We don't know. You don't know if he didn't die there or not.
I think the reason why that didn't work perfectly was because Olgrim has more defense. He took less damage during the combo and he gets sent as far into the side signature.
Yeah, either that or DI might have played a part. It's hard to tell. Because I think maybe DI reset on Boomy there. I don't know. We're going to have to go super slow-mo to figure that one out.
Either way, that was epic.
So epic.
And now
one
Cody
of the
Travis?
best combo I've seen all year, man.
Yeah, Cody Travis and Phazon on match point here. One away from taking themselves.
Oh,
to
man.
grand finals.
Boomy accidentally side 6 Sandstorm there and almost killed him. Luckily, Sandstorm's still alive.
Wow. You see Barraza going for those neutral six off the side of
Once
the
again,
stage.
Sandstorm kisses the
Oh,
kill line.
wow.
Oh, but he doesn't have enough to make it back. Boomy sent off the side. Phazon's going for the edge guard here.
I know, somehow Boomy has been so close to death. He keeps slipping these final hits, but can he hang on for much longer?
Yeah, while Cody and Phazon are both with all 3 of their stocks, Boomy's desperately trying to get a KO off before he goes down. At least, maybe? No. Oh, man.
Oh, what?
Oh,
While
Cody.
sweating,
So
dude.
much finesse from Cody Travis.
Talk about some sweaty blasters, dude.
Meanwhile, Boomy and Phazon both lost the stock there. Now Cody's the only one left with all 3 of his stocks.
Nice.
Okay.
Punish there for Boomy. What do they got here?
Wait a second. Wait
They
a
have
second.
it set up.
Oh!
Oh, what? No.
I mean,
Phazon
still good
Good
damage.
damage,
Still
good damage.
Yeah. We might be a little bit spoiled for
Yeah,
combos.
you know, that is very true.
Well, I love that follow-up from Sandstorm. Did you know that was a thing? He did down light cider. Yeah, everybody knows spear down light cider. But then chase dodge, pivot down air. That's what caught him, and it looked true.
Yeah, and the pivot's
I'm
important because
learning.
the down air sends backwards. If you play
Yeah.
a lot of Kung Fu,
And
you'll
it-
know
and it
that
reaches,
for,
right.
for saving balls
And
from
it
going into
reaches a
goal.
little further out, too,
Yeah.
backwards.
Okay, but Boomy on his final stock, and this could be his last stock of the tournament.
Uh-oh, now Sandstorm down to his final stock. This is
Oh, boy.
bad news for
Oh, boy.
Boomy and Sandstorm.
Epic comeback is needed from this team.
And they're the guys to do it. If you're ordering an epic comeback, I think these are the guys who can deliver. Okay, there's one.
There's part of
Looking
it.
for the finish. Oh, a
just-
rare miss from Sandstorm. You can't get it every time, man. It turns out it's really hard to do that, even
Yeah.
just once. But
Just the panda hair away from
just the
landing.
panda arrow.
Okay, even game. Even game.
Wait
This
a
is
sec-
anybody's game now.
Wow. Okay.
Are we going to get the game 5 here? How incredible.
Yeah, this would be such an insane game 5. Boomy and Sandstorm need to win it for the game 5. Phazon and Cody maybe cruise in to grand finals.
Boomy has taken so much damage from Cody Travis's axe. Oh gosh, everybody's taking damage from Cody Travis's axe. He's wild. He's a madman.
No one's safe.
Oh,
Boomy's
Cody Travis
hurt.
is hunting this KO down.
Yeah.
And Phazon
They're
goes
chasing Boomy down, and that's the play, man. He is very hurt. Again, Boomy keeps slipping out of all these attempts. Oh, what
weapon
a
throw
great
does
weapon
it!
throw. You see Booby land that on people all the time. Now Cody's the one getting it done. And now it's up to Sandstorm. Can he pull off an epic 1v2?
He can,
He's got the damage to do it.
Right.
He's got to grab that weapon. Oh, Cody, he
no.
stunned Sandstorm with a weapon throw just long enough to steal that weapon from Sandstorm. Now they've got stage control. Sandstorm's in trouble. It's going to be a little bit before another weapon spawns. Phazon's stealing it. They're not giving him anything.
Oh,
Give
Phazon's
him
just juggling.
no
Oh
room.
my gosh.
Is this it? Oh, he's still alive. He's still alive. It's not over, ladies and gentlemen. Don't count Sandstorm out. He's got a chance. Oh, we've seen this edge guard before.
Walled off.
Oh, even Cody didn't
Completely
expect that one to
blocked.
land.
What do you do?
What do you do? What do you
There's
do?
so much coverage. How does he
If you
make it
go up
around?
and around, Phazon's ready for it. And
Oh.
there's the finish. Cody Travis and Phazon are moving back up to grand finals. Woo, man, Booby and Sandstorm are out of the tournament in third place. They made it to the podium, but now they've got to look up at their two superiors here, Snowy and Santy, Cody Travis and Phazon. Unbelievable. Oh, man, what a nice weapon throw punish there by Cody Travis, man. That's good stuff.
Dude, that's just like unstoppable corner guard. How do you, like, he just.
That's so good, dude.
He
That's
had
so
all
good because
the-
he is really covering that ledge there, and like there might be a gap, but like maybe not, honestly.
Well-
I mean, maybe not a big enough gap for anybody.
Yeah,
to
because
get
you have to
through.
go like wide and high around that, expend some
Yeah.
extra resources, and
But-
then you have
Phazon,
Phazon.
he's ready for the up and around. That's just great play from these guys. Absolutely great play. And here we are, man. Back. It's the run back of Winners Final. It's the sequel. Snowy and Santy versus Cody Travis and Phazon. It's about to go down. Oh man. Snowy and Santy are seed 4. Let me just remind you guys one more time. Seed 4 in this tournament, and one more time, this is their first tournament together, actually.
Right.
Now,
First major tournament.
Their first major tournament. I think they've played some community tournaments before, and they've been performing well. But
Really
this
well.
is their first major tournament together. And, you know, the reason they're seed 4, despite never playing together, is because they've individually done so well with different teammates that when they combine their forces, I mean, seed 4, that's huge. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you the grand finals teams, Snowy and Santy versus Cody Travis and Phazon. Here we go, guys. Phazon and Cody Travis. Are they thinking about their legends? No, no, no. They're going with the classic Snowy and Santy. Also sticking with what won them the last set. Last time they fought these guys. We've seen this once before, and it went 3-1 in favor of Snowy and Santy. If they can pull that off again, the tournament's over. Cody Travis and Phazon are going to have to win this set twice to defeat Snowy and Santy. And I know, Steven, I know you're believing in Snowy Santy on this one.
Well, yes, maybe.
And you would be right. You know, they did win the last matchup, but how many times have we seen winners final get changed up in grand finals, right? We have
Twice.
It.
I don't know.
Well.
I have no idea. I made a guess. It's happened before.
Yeah, I actually
Probably
don't know
more than
the
twice.
answer,
You don't
but-
know the answer. No one knows. I could be right.
More, yeah, a few times at least. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to grand finals. of the Summer Championship, North America 2v2 here in 2021. Oh man, Cody Travis having trouble just finding a weapon at the start of this. He almost got that one there. Look at this, he's in orange health before he even grabbed some blasters.
Oh my gosh, Snowy, it's Santi. Doing great work on the first stocks of Phazon and Cody Travis. Slight damage lead. Can they turn it into stocks? I mean, Cody Travis is so good at playing heavily damaged. Oh, but how good can you be when you get slapped off the side of the stage? Phazon really goes for it. Man, he really tried to salvage that stock, but couldn't. Now clapped off the other side of the stage. Weapon throw, follow-up.
That was from way downtown. Snowy's still alive. He's using the cannon siders to help him get back to the stage. Avoids the edge guard from Phazon. Avoids the follow-up from Cody. My goodness, Snowy's so slippery. Oh, dang, Snowy. Oh, my goodness. Okay, wait, now he's good. Santi goes down. Snowy's still going hard unarmed. He does not care about having a weapon. Fighting Phazon off stage while he's got gauntlets. That is insane.
Yeah, somehow Snowy able to hang on to this first stock. Ooh, okay. All right, Phazon's gonna.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That could have been worse.
Good thing.
That was the
So
start
break
of a
that up.
nasty 2v1 combo, but got broken up there by Sam.
Oh my gosh, he's taking 2 stocks for his 1. And now Phazon.
Oh,
what?
no!
Why?
Oh, no!
Could that be it
Now
too?
he's off stage, and they're going for the deep edge guard, double edge guarding Santi, and they got it. What a beautiful play. Phazon and Cody really capitalized on that tiny mistake that Snowy and Oh,
no way! Why?
No, that's a bigger mistake.
Get back!
That's a way bigger mistake. No, he's fine. He's fine. It's all good. He lost a weapon,
man.
maybe, but he's got the cannon.
You kind of fall for a bit with that ground pound on Axe.
Yeah.
It could be dangerous to rip off out of nowhere. Okay.
Oh,
whoa.
man, Snowy almost got that. Uh-oh, now he's in trouble. Just going to the other side. That's a great use of the cannon side air. Just to really bail out of that situation. Avoid a crazy edge guard.
Oh, okay, was
That was
dodge
good.
that weapon throw,
Yeah,
nice.
that was good.
But he's so heavily damaged. But wait, is he going to take a stock for it? No.
Not without
yes.
Snowy also taking a stock. And now we've got, wait a second, what?
Oh, crazy. What happened?
Oh
now
my
we're just
goodness.
1v1.
Stocks flew.
Snowy versus Cody Travis.
And Snowy's got basically twice as much health as Cody Travis does. Now, we've seen Cody Travis. Look, we like to hail Cody Travis for his 2v2 prowess, but actually, he's got a bunch of 1v1 victories under his belt, too. He could definitely handle himself in a 1v1, even against the mighty Snowy. But it's getting further and further away from him. And when you consider that Snowy's even got an extra stock just waiting, and he's kind of, oh my goodness. Oh, man. This is, I mean.
Tough. Whoa, wow.
This would be crazy. At this point, it'd be crazy for Cody to come back from this. And now, it'd be impossible because he's dead and he lost.
Oh my gosh, almost 800 damage for Snowy.
Oh my goodness.
Using the high force to good effect. Taking game 1. Man, I got to see the stat. I feel like Snowy hasn't used a signature in like 5-10 games. He's playing these weapons. He's not even playing this character. Okay, let's see.
That was so good.
0%. Oh, he used 1.
No, he used 1.
And he missed.
He used 1 and he missed. Santi used none.
Yeah.
There's really,
No
look,
signature.
if there's any, it's the non-SIGs versus the SIGs here because Phazon
Are you
and
saying
Cody,
Phazon and Cody are spammers? No, of course
that's
you
all
wouldn't
they
say
did
that.
between the whole team. They did 7. Come on, if you think that's spammy.
No. They were precise.
you-
They got some KOs, but they need a few more if they want to take this win because they're now down 1-0 in the set, and they do not have this type of runway to play with. They're coming up from the loser's side, which means they've already
That's
lost
right,
once. In a
man.
double elimination tournament, they're on their last life.
This is just 2 more wins for Snowy and Santi, you know, and that's how they're looking at this. They're just 2 more wins, 2 more wins. Don't even give them 1. All right, here we go. Game 2, and Santi's back on the Koji. I think it's a good play.
It's a win.
I think it's a good play.
Santi's a win and swap type of guy. I like it, you know? Don't let him get used to what you just won with.
That's a good point.
Shake it up.
And his prowess on Koji and Asuri are pretty similar, it would seem. You know, I'm not noticing like any kind of dip in his power level. You know, I'm reading the scanners, and no matter what, he's over 9,000.
Yeah, we cannot make it through a stream without a DBZ reference.
Just one, yeah. I thought we might have been low.
Yeah,
there you
probably.
go.
We hit our
Wait
quota.
a second, Snowy!
Uh-oh. Okay. Cody Travis is able to make it back to the stage somehow. Skates by. Damage is close between both teams.
Snowy side-airing his way back to the stage. Phazon's looking for the edge guard. Look at Santi, just snipes him out of the way. What a bro. Really helping his teammate out there. And that's an important facet of 2v2 that I think gets overlooked a lot, is relieving pressure off of your teammate trying to recover back from the stage. Especially at this level where these guys are so good at edge guarding, that can make such a big difference. Phazon down to his second stock. Oh, and Cody as well. Snowy and Santi in the lead once again. This is looking like it could be their tournament, man.
They're very heavily damaged on their first stocks. Snowy falls, and Santi could be close behind. Oh, what? I thought that might have been enough to KO. High ceiling at Great Hall, keeping Santi in this game on his first stock. Somehow, look, it's almost charcoal. Okay, there he goes. Wow.
It's almost charcoal.
That was as
Yeah, that's as deep a red as it can get.
yeah, really made the most of that stock.
Oh, the double nair.
Triple, he keeps going for it.
Oh, Phazon's really hurt right now. Keep your eye on Phazon here. He might make or break this. If he loses this stock early, I don't know.
Oh, but wait.
Oh, but he scores a sweet KO on Snowy. He can't even make it back.
That was early too. Snowy was only maybe
And a
like
team
dark
combo.
orange.
Oh, man.
This is just what they needed. Keep it going. Oh, nice. Okay, nice rebuttal from Santi to get himself out of that trouble there. But he's still in red on that second stock. He could join Snowy very quickly. Oh, and yes, he does. Cody Travis, the big stock tank, as
bringing
always.
it back now. Phazon still, he's still at the same amount of health as the last time I called it out. He hasn't. He just hasn't gotten hit.
That is true.
He just hasn't gotten hit.
He stopped getting hit. As soon as you said that, he got a little embarrassed. He's like, "You're right." Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Wow.
Nice punish from Phazon.
Oh,
no! No, he's still
Hate
good.
when that happens,
He's still
dude.
good.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Wow, and he still gets the weapon
Dude,
throw.
for playing a character with one eyeball, he really saw that somehow in the corner. Turn around, quick, weapon throw, steals the stock from Cody Travis. Would you have expected Phazon would have outlasted Cody Travis' second stock?
No,
Given where we were
he
at just a couple
truly
minutes ago.
decided I am no longer getting hit. It's impressive how you can keep such control over that.
Sneaky
It had to
slide
end
kick
eventually.
recovery.
Now
Snowy.
everybody's down to their final stocks. Tension's high.
Still very close in game two.
Oh, Snowy's in trouble, actually. He's hurting. Unless he
wait.
gets a huge gift on Phazon. Even
What's
if he
happening?
SDs for it, it would be worth it. Oh, man. Okay, calm down.
Everybody
Calm
makes
down.
it back. There was a big scuffle off the side of the stage as the smoke clears. All four members return to the stage. So like, all right, let's all calm down for a second.
Snowy's still looking for
That was
a
too
weapon
much.
since that scuffle there. Okay, he's got the cannon. Oh, no. Oh, there goes Snowy. It's all up to Santi now. This would be an incredible 2v1 for him to win. But I don't know.
Dude, Santi has been playing out of his mind today. I
Yeah,
wouldn't put
he
it
really
past
has
him.
been.
But this team has so much potential when it comes to 2v1s. We've seen them tear teams apart.
They might be the best at fighting as the two in a 2v1. There they go, proving it yet again. Tying up the set 1-1. And they really need that coming from the lower side, man.
Yeah, if you're looking down the barrel of a 2-0, you know, and you're one game away from just losing the whole tournament, that's the type of momentum that it's good it didn't come to that, you know? You don't want that type of confidence for your opponent. All right, but they cleaned that game up. Let's see. Is there any? I'm trying to divine the tea leaves
Yeah,
here
is
with
there
the
anything
stats.
spicy in this stat list? I mean, well, one thing was how many light attacks Snowy did, and I got to imagine that's a bunch of nairs. That's
Yeah, just slicing and dicing. Okay, and then he loses See this? He won the first game with Asuri, loses with Koji, and goes, that's the pick. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If we could just have a peek into the mind of Santi, what's going on in there?
I mean, it was close. We'll see.
I think if you had a listen, if you had like earphones and you had a listen as to what's going on in Santi's brain, it's like a dubstep drop right now. It's just
Koji.
it's a Mayan chant.
All right, we're on Apocalypse. Some more potent edgeguard potential here with the small walls.
Yeah, set's tied up, guys, 1-1. Santi doing a good job. He's done so much damage and has not even gotten hit. This is wild, man. Santi avoiding so much. Finally, some damage. But look at this. This does not bode well for Cody Travis and Faison. If it keeps going like this. Whoa, what
nice.
a follow-up!
Yes!
What a beautiful follow-up! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That was
so good, dude. That was so good. What a perfect follow-up to an Axe side light nair. Side light nair, and Santi's already up there with his own nair. Double dare? I'm done.
Oh my gosh, wait, they're up 2 stocks now. Santi and Snowy,
Nice.
they're running away with this one.
This is a huge lead, man. They're this healthy, being 2 stocks ahead here.
Oh, whoa,
wait,
stage
no way,
spike!
no way! Is he
Down
done?
air,
He's done!
done!
He's done! I can't believe he just took Faison out like that. Snowy just won MVP of this match.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
he really made the most of that stage spike, got the weapon throw, and then
Yeah,
the
actually-
final down air to boot.
That friendly fire down air Snowy just did there was actually awesome because it stopped the 2v1 combo. Like he couldn't hit either of the opponents, so he just hit his teammate to get him out of there. And that was probably better than what Faison had coming.
Okay, ooh, finally, stop this man.
Yeah,
Snowy, take it out.
I mean,
but
look at this. Faison and Cody have to do something crazy to come away with this game. Faison's he's on his last stock, and he's hurting. He's in orange here, getting worse. Cody's bleeding out on his second. Meanwhile, Snowy's chilling.
I wish we had a stat for how much damage you stop, not necessarily how much you do.
I
'Cause
know,
I think
yeah,
Santi
yeah.
probably stops more damage than anybody.
It'd be really hard to calculate that.
You'll see
But
he never
we
goes
should
for an
figure it
edge
out.
guard when he has the opportunity to like be with his teammate
Yeah.
and provide them some relief or maybe maximize on a combo or anything
Yeah, that
like
would be a nice stat. Also, like, just swag rating. We need a swag rating.
Oh yeah.
Swag. Figure that out.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this
beautiful.
follow up.
That's swag. That's
Was that?
big
Oh, the
time.
weapon throw hits. Santa keeps it going. Still the same combo if you ask me. Okay, wow.
That just netted them so much swag rating.
That was pretty high in the swag rating. Okay, Cody Travis. We've talked about best 1v2 fighter out there, maybe. but this-
Yeah, if he wins this, he's proven it forever.
That's very true,
Oh, no.
but that's probably not it. No, enough defense. Okay, crossing the streams there. Snowy and Santi offside of the stage, and Snowy just wanted a piece of that.
Yeah, let me in on this, Santi. Come on now.
Killjacker, dude. I hate that. Teammates like that, you know.
You talking about me? I know you're talking about me. Snowy and Santi are ahead in the set 2-1, Steven. This
man.
just means that they need only one more victory in this set
Dude,
to win the entire tournament.
Yes.
No one would have predicted this. The new team, the fresh mint.
Oh, I like that attempt by Snowy still. Man, okay. Wow. Wow, Santi on Koji, a lot more signatures are getting used. 11.
Oh yeah, they went from like
0.
0 signatures to a bunch. I guess that's the Koji difference, man. He's using those sigs on Koji. All right. This is a big one now, ladies and gentlemen. Faison and Cody maybe thinking, they're either strategizing or thinking about their picks, and maybe a little bit of both here.
Whoa.
As we see Cody Travis lock in with Taros.
Listen, I know some inside stuff. You know, I've watched Cody Travis's YouTube channel, and I know he only plays characters for their aesthetic, aside from Taros. He does not like the way Taros looks, but he knows that sometimes you need to pick up the Taros to win the game. So let's see if it works out for him.
This is it then. Gloves are
This
off
is his
for
off
Cody
meta,
Travis.
off aesthetic pick. He's
going
in
for
I gotta
it.
win this mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Let's see if it works
there's
out
no
for him.
better time really than now because he really does have to win it twice in a row or they're done.
Yeah, and that's just to reset the bracket.
That's not even for the win. That's just a reset. Okay.
Ooh.
And meanwhile, a lot of people are watching, holding their breath. Snowy and Santi could potentially win their first major tournament ever together that they've ever played. They'd be 1-for-1, 100% win rate.
Oh, very true. That's a powerful stat.
And yeah, few people have ever had that brag. Talk about tournaments, you know. All right, Shipwreck Falls. A wonderful place to settle this.
Oh boy! And if you just pick up a Teros, you're like, yeah, take me to Shipwreck Falls, please.
That's honestly,
Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm game. Let's do it.
You got a Teros. I'm banning Shipwreck if you're playing Teros.
Yeah, and Foul with the side signature on sword. They've got.
Oh yeah,
some big
they're
spiking
actually,
potential.
Yeah, this is the offstage potential they have here is excellent. We'll see if they take advantage of it. I'm sure they've got other plans. Oh, Phazon off stage. Snowy keeping him off stage. Oh, and he
what?
turns around and
my
just the
dude,
right.
look
Dude,
at this.
Snowy, that's so good. That's the chameleon eyes, dude.
He's got one eye. How's he
got
doing
one-
this?
That's true.
He
Yeah,
has
what's up
one
with that?
eye. Dude, I've never seen a Cyclops with 20/20 vision. That's actually incredible.
It's crystals. Something about it.
Oh,
Wait a second.
No,
Oh,
no,
man,
double
what?
KO. Santi cleaning up the stocks. And look at how
Santi's
speaking
so
of clean
healthy.
stocks, yeah.
Oh man, is this the end?
That's a stock. If that stock fell on the floor, you could still eat it. It's so clean.
Well said.
Oh my gosh, is this going to be a runaway?
Okay,
all right,
they
Snowy.
equalize on Snowy, but Santi is so healthy, man, and he's gonna lean into that. Now he's gonna allow Snowy to take the lead on stuff, and Santi's gonna hold on to these stocks, and he's gonna get ready for a 1v2 here, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of the great thing about the Snowy Santi team is they're both like flex players where they can.
Right.
Depending
They
on
play whatever position they need to, based on
because the
what's
game can be
happening.
very dynamic with like, all right, who's ahead in damage,
Right.
what's going on, who has a weapon. Oh, Santi, get in there!
Yeah.
Breaks it up, but man, Snowy took a lot of damage there.
Scoop. Finally, Santi
Okay.
goes down, and you know what? Yeah,
This is doable.
that's not
for
too
sure.
late. It's not too late. But we're watching Cody here because
Now-
he's got to hold on to this stock for a bit.
If they can hold, if Cody
Wait.
Travis, if they can desync these stocks and get
Yeah.
a big 2v1 combo.
Yeah, and there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
And
Oh,
it
it's
starts.
perfect.
How did
That's
I call
exactly
it?
what you
Oh, I-
ordered. It's exactly what you ordered.
It's exactly
what
what
else
I
do you want,
said.
Steven? Let him know. Let him know.
All right, finish this edge guard on Santi? Maybe? Am I from the future? What the heck?
I had my suspicions.
I know, it's always, if you see someone calling out like that, you know they're really the perpetrator.
Just trying to get credit for stuff they already know.
Yeah, I've got the Brawlhalla Almanac in my back pocket. All right, Cody Travis so deep in the red. Yep, boom.
Okay,
Anything
but the
would've KO'd
stocks and
there.
damage are totally even here. There is potential here for Cody and Phazon to bring this back, but we are dangerously here. We're dangerously close to a beautiful follow-up. They
Man.
keep doing that into the neutral signature, into Phazon's neutral signature, but Cody's he's never able to follow up on it.
Yeah.
It's too fast.
This
It
isn't-
hits too far.
I don't want to question Cody Travis' character pick, but I wonder if he was playing Barraza, if he just has
Gravity
a...
cancel axe neutral sig. I know
Yeah,
that's what you think.
I just imagine he has more playtime on Barraza than anyone in the world. He has all the follow-ups.
Don't
Okay.
doubt the Teros.
Don't doubt the Teros.
Okay, guys, this is it, man. We are really coming down to the wire here. The stocks and damage are so even, but if Snowy and Santi wins this, it's over.
All right, come on. Cody Travis and Phazon. They have what it takes. Bring us to game 5. It's possible. All right, Phazon trying to decide, is he edge guard Snowy? Yes. Oh, good pickup. Has Snowy on the other side of the stage. Oh, the ground pound doesn't connect. But, man, Snowy's
it's
just getting
either
tossed
Snowy
around
or
left and
Cody.
right.
It's either Snowy or Cody that's going to be going down first here. What's it going to be? Whoa, there goes Snowy. They've got the opportunity. This is what they've been waiting for. But Santi's not going to give up without a fight. He's just going to fight. Oh, yeah, great positioning by Cody Travis there. He got out of the combo. Hey,
Nice.
Phazon, beautiful interrupt. Man,
That could've-
pinpoint precision. And they've done it.
Yes.
We're going to game 5. Yes.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Listen, we just want the
I just
sauce.
want the game.
We just
I
want
want
the
the
spice.
sauce. We need more.
Oh, my goodness.
Woo, man.
Somehow, it looked pretty dire from the very beginning, but Cody Travis and Phazon pull it off in the end, taking us to game 5.
Game 5. Okay, now the two outcomes are very different. It's either a whole another set,
Right.
or tournament victory. One way or the other. This is wild. Okay, significantly less signatures on Snowy and Santi there. Correlation? We don't know. We're just trying to make sense of some
No
numbers.
signatures from Cody Travis? See,
It's not very Taros of him.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We'll see. I mean, it worked out for him.
They won.
Oh, wait. Look at that. 9. Oh, I'm way on.
Okay, he won
tipped
your
the
heart.
scale.
He
He
won
won my
your
heart.
heart.
I didn't see that before. He went up to 9 strength, Taros. That's the difference maker, baby. All right, game 5. This is big.
A Taros with more strength than
Gluttonous.
Amethyst.
You gotta love a damage glutton like that. Cody Travis knows where it's at, dude. Let's go. Every hit netting him so much.
This is big, guys. Game 5. If Cody and Faison can manage to win this, it's going to reset the bracket, and we do it again. Another best of 5. I know that's what we all want to see here. But Snowy and Santi, they could just end it right now and win the tournament by winning this game right now. The pressure's on. Imagine the pressure, man. They got to be so nervous. No, probably not. They've been here before. I don't know. I'd be nervous.
This is probably the only time they're calm, you know? They're so used to these high-stakes tournaments that regular life just isn't exciting enough.
That's right, yeah. They're like just jonesing for the next adrenaline rush of being in grand finals. Snowy
All right,
down a stock
yeah.
here. Everybody else still rocking all 3.
Yeah, I don't know if they targeted Snowy there, but they seem to pick him off with some precision. Uh-oh. Faison?
It's not a bad strategy. Oh, man.
Oh, what?
Oh,
that
yeah.
KOs? Oh, my gosh. And he picks up
And
another
again.
one. Back-to-back stocks for Santi.
He brought it back.
I told you, dude, I like his bow. It's funny because he's really been favoring the bow with his Koji pick, so it's interesting when he swapped off to a Suri, but. All right, Snowy gonna dip. Santi, nice.
Smart play by Snowy there.
He aggroes the mobs, keeps them off Snowy. Good work.
A great tank. Yeah.
But hey, I mean, like tanks, he did take some damage that cost him a stock. Now it's all evened up, 2 stocks apiece.
Better armor. His shields might not be. All right, enough of that. It's so even. And once again, Santi a little bit healthier than Cody if you're comparing 1-to-1 here. Wow. That was a fastball.
Did Faison dodge that?
Yeah.
Dodge that down
Yeah,
smash?
yeah. Oh, nice punish. Wait, no. Not bad punish from Cody. He hit his teammate.
Sometimes when it hits, you're like, good job.
I'm like,
wait
nice,
a second, who'd you
nice.
hit?
Wait, no, you hit the wrong guy. Oh, everyone's getting hurt now. This could go either way. Oh, man,
Yeah.
what a spicy grand finals this is.
Oh,
wait.
it could go.
Oh, what trade?
Not only could it go either. Wait a second.
Nice.
Not
oh,
enough
man,
yet.
that was the best option, and it still wasn't enough.
Oh, yeah, unarmed. That was as optimal as you could get. Trying not to let the stocks get too desynced. Cody Travis's.
Yeah, Cody Travis turned on that one, didn't he? He let him have that stock just so he can come back healthy. Oh. Wait.
Oh.
No, man. That might cost him.
Well, they got some good damage there. Cody Travis is keeping it going.
Oh.
Faison with the follow-up
That's
as well.
huge, and that's on Snowy too. If they take out Snowy, that's big. I mean, you'd think they'd be just taking out Santi. Okay, they got Santi.
Oh,
but Snowy, wait a second.
You can't bully my man like that.
Cody Travis is now fighting for his and his teammates' tournament life.
That's
and it's
true.
up to Cody Travis alone, or Snowy and Santi will take the tournament victory here. Can he do it? We've touted him as the
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh my God, it's over! Snowy and Santi win! They are your summer champions!
Oh, wow, dude.
Woo, man, no one expected this!
Dude, we ordered a spicy grand finals, and we got a spicy grand
we got
finals.
a spicy. That was maybe a little too hot, man.
That last combo was so good. I was wondering, such a new team, do they have a team combo ready? Heck yes.
They've been practicing.
They got one.
Even though this is their first major tournament playing together, they've been practicing.
Oh, here it is.
We've
Here it
been
is.
seeing them in rank. We've been seeing their
Boom.
clips. This is such a nice dude. Ooh, that's so nice. And then,
Oh.
what a beautiful finish.
Wow.
Oh, man.
So good.
They've done it.
Okay.
You were right, Steven. They did it. Boy, I'm glad I didn't bet a burrito on that. I was thinking about it, too. I was thinking about it, too.
You should. I wish you had.
No, you're still in debt to me on that one, Burrito.
That's true.
Everybody remembers. I'll remind Chad about that. What an awesome summer championship this was, man. Oh, man. North America delivers.
Oh, yeah.
That was excellent. Snowy and Sandy coming out on top in first place. Cody Travis and Faison in second. Boomy and Sandstorm in third. I forgot how to count for a second there.
Yeah.
That's the podium. These players are amazing. That tournament was amazing. The tournament is over. I don't know what else to say. Steven, you got something for us?
That was awesome. We saw so many upsets today.
Whew.
We saw some new teams formed and thrive in Snowy and Santy.
Yeah.
No strangers to stream, but together, so powerful. I'm excited to see the future of this. I hope they stick together, okay? Put a ring on it, guys.
Just
Come on.
Put a ring on it. That was
Stick together. This
clearly it's working.
powerful.
And also, we got to give major shout-outs to Pugsy and Luna for getting the surprise fourth place there.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah.
they're good enough to do it. It's not that crazy, but, like, still an excellent surprise from Luna and Pugsy getting that far. It's incredible performance from everybody here today. Over 5,000 entrants in this tournament. Snowy and Santy come out on top. And guys, the Summer Championship is not over yet. Tomorrow, we've got the grand finale of North America 1v1. That's going to be insane. So join us tomorrow, same time. We'll see you there. And until then, bye. Come on, wait for him. Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the North American Mammoth Arcadian. I'm Tazza. Casting with me is TWK, and normally it would just be us two, but Sparky is so eager to see his predictions fail to Duke that he's joining us too, Sparky. I'm glad to have you.
I barged my way in here. I said I will not leave this desk until you press play, and I held a finger gun towards Toast, and he thought that was real, so I'm here.
Oh, man, all right. You know what? You had some pretty disparate predictions from Duke, and I got to tell you.
I got to look up what disparate means. You can't just throw that at me,
gosh.
dude. This isn't the SATs.
Come on, man.
Different.
It's later
just say
in the
different,
afternoon.
bro.
You're more awake than you were yesterday. Come on.
Just say different.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Go
well,
on, go
as
on, go
different as they were, I'm looking at some of these early results because some of these brackets did start. Some of these matches have been playing through, and you're doing pretty well. You're doing pretty well, dude.
I don't know why you're saying that. Like, you are so surprised. I kind of crushed predictions yesterday. Did very well, despite what some others may tell you.
Yeah, well, so to be a little more specific on what TWK was saying, looking at some of the results earlier on, it looks like Dark Ghoul's already down to Impala 3-1.
We love
So that's
this.
very interesting. But we're going to be able to see a very exciting matchup for me. It's actually so cool how this played out because Remy, a legacy player for sure, but C32 going into the Arcadian. And Mitchell, which Duke and yourself, Sparky, were talking about in the pre-show, was a little bit overshadowed by Anonymous Alex, is seed 1. And so two really great players are going to be going off head-to-head at the very beginning here that happen to be on opposite sides of yours and Duke's predictions. So it's going to be an exciting match to open it up the entire Arcadian with.
I was looking at the bracket for this, and I literally have no clue what was going to happen here. I was talking to some players yesterday, and they were like, yeah, Remy is either going to go like first or 25th. There is no in between. So I'm looking at this, and I don't know. I don't know, man. Remy, at the end of the day, you literally have no clue.
Yeah,
Well,
well, there's
and-
a lot of that history there because, I mean, just looking at the stats here, he's got 6 gold medals, 3 silver, 1 bronze. Mitchell, no medals yet, but this season he's been having a much better time than Remy has.
Certainly.
Yeah.
We'll see if that continues today. They are getting into the stage banning here. Character pick wise, Mitchell coming out with the Shovel Knight. That is, of course, a Nash crossover coming in at level 69. Nice. And then the other side, Remy coming in with the classic pick, the level 100 Koji. You've seen it so many times on stream. This is a regular Remy pick. Might see a Hattori swap, might not. It's super normal. I love seeing this Koji right out of the gate.
And he's going to be very at home here on Demon Island. But the thing is that I want to draw your attention to how short these walls are. And with the force that Shovel Knight has, he might be able to spike down Remy, and Mitchell could take some early stocks this set.
Now, I could be remembering a different Nash TWK and Tazza, but I'm not sure if Mitchell was the one who was like so nasty on the Nash signatures. I think in the Summer Championship was just finding really good knockouts with him and not getting punished often.
Yeah, that's right.
Ooh, well, we're going to have to see how that plays out here. I'm excited to see Remy on Koji once again. The point about the walls on Demon Island is a pretty good point to make because I think, wow, okay, Mitchell has not been able to land this entire game so far. Finally manages to get back down unarmed and do some extra damage. Well, let's see what Remy's going to be able to do for okay. All right, there's a side stick. Didn't quite knock him out. Remy uses the dash to
beautiful
get back.
punish too. He knew
gone.
he would get that full 3-piece string because Remy did the gravity cancel to get back onto stage, meaning his dodge was on cooldown for 3 seconds.
And that's what's so scary about someone who can use, oh my gosh, going for it again, tried to go for the double D-Light. Remy still had a dodge though. That is going to be a nice cleanup right there. But you saw the beginning of that game, Remy was playing very clean. TWK, you mentioned that Mitchell was having a hard time landing, but then all of a sudden he did land. And when someone can use signatures really well against their opponent and can hit them in orange or red and is playing someone like Nash who has a lot of strength, then that's very scary. Remy can play as clean as he wants, but at the end of the day, the second Mitchell hits a sig in red, like Remy's dead. Even if he's able to find these edge guards and clean them up, look at this! Mitchell is adding up so much damage! He is a second stock Samuel here!
Yeah, he is just dancing around Remy right now. That was just a ton of unanswered damage. The side air now putting him up almost a full stock lead. Remy's got to pull some big plays to bring this back in early game 1.
Yeah, and I was wondering, after the second double D-Light missed, because what Mitchell did, he didn't go for it that time. But when he went for the second double D-Light and he lost his stock, he was trying to disrespect Remy, saying, you're not going to dodge out of this. And I like that Remy was able to punish him right away with the bow down air and get the stock afterwards. But ever since then, Mitchell's actually just tightened up his play even more against Remy, and Remy is now at a damage deficit and a whole stock behind in game number 1 here as Mitchell hits him away with the nair and stop stares him, probably to his doom. Is this going to be the recovery that ends it? No. Remy makes it back. Can he? Oh, no, that's
oh
that's
my,
a 2-stock.
Dude, are you kidding me? Mitchell was unreal on that second stock. Remy's punish game was like slim to none, and that's going to be on both sides of the equation. Like, that's Remy not being able to punish well, and that's Mitchell just playing well, getting in his moves when he's in a safe-er spot. There's no 100% safe spot for anything, but in safe-er spots. So, like, he's throwing out a lot of spear sidelights. Think about in your head how long a spear sidelight is and how easy players can sometimes punish it. Then think about how often Mitchell used it and how many times he wasn't punished.
Yeah, a lot of that was due to just how much on his heels he put Remy. He was catching him out of so many different dodge reads. He knew exactly where he wanted to go, even going so far as to, hey, I hit you with the side light, I'm going to jump and gravity cancel the down light because I know you're going to try and dodge up and out.
Oh,
went for it again.
Work it out again. Yeah. Great. And he does the side light, and then he'll do the chase dodge pivot. He does a slide charge on the neutral stick to be able to get Remy as he's dodging in place or dodging away. Stomp side air, gets the stock. Man, Mitchell's destroying Remy here in games 1 and 2. And unless Mitchell goes for something really greedy again, like the double D-Light without waiting for the dodge to be gone, I'm not really certain how quickly Remy's going to be able to take the stock.
Even so, like, think about the things that Mitchell is going for. Like, yeah, he got a little bit of punish there, but now he's, again, getting hits back. So he'll go for these signature options, and he'll take, like, 1 hit. That's changing a little bit as this game is sort of going on. But one thing I'm really excited about watching Mitchell right now, Remy is going to even that up. But if Mitchell moves on past this, I expect him to get very deep in the tournament. You know that from my predictions. But we're slated to see a lot of Mitchell matches, and I'm so happy for that. I love watching Mitchell right now. I missed good Nash play. We don't see it from a lot of players now, and Mitchell is just looking fantastic.
Well, in particularly in North America as well, right? Nash seems to be something that's just represented in a lot of the other regions, but not in NA. So to see Mitchell really being able to take this character and push him to the limits is awesome. And Remy is fighting back now against Mitchell. Mitchell's, I mean, he's poised to get that stop. So you look for him. He's even gravity canceling those stops. He's literally only stopping across the ground. He's like, I know your stock's supposed to be gone here. And Remy's actually punishing him for fishing for it.
Yeah, that's something that I want to touch on, is just how much more this stock alone. Remy has been catching him off of the spear side lights, off of the stomps. It's all these big combo stars that Mitchell used to be getting a ton of the damage for. Remy has now turned that around into a stock lead.
You're exactly right, TWK. I mentioned that punish game slim to none. Never mind. Remy has woken up and is finding so many punishes here. Even has the lead. Gets a raw neutral sig there. Throws out another one. Doesn't get punished for it. Still maintains weapon control. Has the bow. Mitchell's unarmed, so he hits a nair, and that's just going to send a little bit up, but not anywhere near off screen and even further away from the blast.
Oh my gosh,
Remy,
Mitchell's spacing is so unreal.
But there's also the note to make that that's the second time I think we've seen in this set where Remy gravity cancels his signature at the edge, where it's like, of course Mitchell's gonna come in and punish you. You don't have your dodge, you just gravity canceled it. Yes, he did space really well around the side stick, but Remy had no option. Whereas if he just landed, maybe he could have gotten out. But great job from Mitchell to be able to take that stock. And the weapon throws to stop Remy from being able to get down with the ground pounds are nice too. Oh, no dodge. Let's see. Can Remy avoid a lot of the attacks that Mitchell's been going for? Now that Remy seems to be playing around Mitchell's sidelights on Spear and stomps on Hammer, it's looking like it's harder for Mitchell to rack up a lot more damage, and he might have to rely on a sneaky signature here to be able to take the game.
Now we're seeing almost every sidelight that doesn't hit does get punished by Remy. Complete 180 this game. That one almost got punished as well. He almost continued that string going up. Remy seems to have most of the control in this game. Like one more bow nair could do it. If he hits a D-Light recovery, maybe even just a raw recovery. Changing that up this time, going for the jump gravity cancel D-Light instead of just the sidelight D-Light. Hoping to catch Remy maybe high since he has all that strength, maybe cheek out. Oh, we got the neutral signature, and that was just barely enough to get it. Mitchell is going to take that game.
I would be kicking myself right now if I was Remy. That is not the first time that he had done that read, right? Sidelight into side pivot sig. He's been doing it plenty of times throughout the set, and he was missing a lot of them. Towards the end, we were seeing it. Remy was jumping around the Spear sidelights, landing with the bow neutral air, and he was punishing him every single time. At the very end, he was able to get that one read that was able to secure the win and get him a 2-0, but really feeling good about the potential Remy has to take games and potentially even reverse 3-0 this because of how well he's been playing around Mitchell and how slowly it feels like Mitchell has been at changing the reads that he goes after these string starters.
Yeah, it seems like he's got those couple main pieces in his toolbox, right? Where it's the side light, he'll either dash forward to the turnaround neutral signature, or he'll jump into the gravity cancel down light. Now, this is where it gets really scary when he starts hitting the signatures, the gravity cancel stomps, any of those big combo starters. That's where Mitchell really excels.
Oh, man. And now he's been really mixing up the signatures after these landing side airs as well off of the hammer. Went for the scoop, went a little too deep, but Remy can't get any hard punishes off of it. That neutral light almost... I'm not so sure how damaged the hammer is here, but I know that Mitchell for sure is very damaged, so that's a jump that's gone. Can Remy get the edge guard? No, he goes all the way back to the sword. Gets the neutral light on the landing after missing the down light. Pretty creative option. Let's see if we can get the stock here, because he doesn't.
Oh, beautiful dodge. Spot dodge from Remy. That is not an easy thing to do. Getting the idea of I need to dodge right now is strong. His reaction time was good, but also knowing exactly when to place it. So he had iframes all the way through that signature. Very good work from Remy. Mitchell not afraid to kind of play on the wall. He was recovering a little bit low, so he didn't get picked up. Eventually, Remy does find the pickup. Remy isn't too far behind here. He is going to have weapon advantage. There is a spawn on the field. Remy has been focusing a pretty good amount on maintaining weapon control and keeping Mitchell disarmed.
Yeah, something that Remy's been doing that's nice is when the weapon spawns, instead of picking it up, if he has the sword, he'll use the neutral sig, Koji's neutral sig in particular, to catch Mitchell either jumping above him or dodging above him so that he can stop him from picking up the weapon and getting some extra damage. That time it didn't work. Mitchell picks up the spear, and it's now fighting back with neutral airs, but a neutral air on the way back down, and Remy now avoiding the weapon throws that Mitchell's been going for coverage, but never mind. He just picks it right back up, throws it again, interrupts the recovery, sidelights, sends him off the top of the stage. Remy now potentially has one last stock in winner's side of the bracket, and that double D-Light Sider is not a great start for him at all, Sparky.
Man, and I'm just getting so nervous because you've been seeing Remy trade back and forth with Mitchell. They're going hit for hit, but the problem is that Nash has so much more strength than Koji does that each of those trades is in favor of Mitchell.
Weapon toss goes out. This is likely going to be the stock gravity cancel side light. It's not going to immediately send down. It's not that sort of like gratifying big hit that's going to throw you right into the blast zone. It's going to be that simple, safe move to just throw out on the edge. But Mitchell is really starting to run away with it, especially towards the end of that. Remy is finding his way back now, does have Mitchell disarmed. I'm loving Mitchell's variations out of the spear sidelight, though. He has so many. Talk about tools in the toolkit. This is a very big kit. It's a chest. It's not even one that you just carry around with your hand. He ends that one 3-0. Remy just got Mitchelled. That's what I was banking for when I put Mitchell in my top 3 over a player like Remy.
Yeah, I mean, this is what people were expecting from Mitchell going in. This is why he is #1 seed. He's been having a phenomenal 2021 season, and it shows. He was quick with the adaptations. I mean, just his opening gambits alone put him so far ahead in Game 1, and then he was pretty quick to adapt going like halfway through Game 2.
You see the stats on the screen. Go ahead, Taza.
Oh, no, I mean, we were talking about the stats. You can go ahead and talk about them. I didn't see them. Go, Sparky.
They just came up. So you're seeing that 64 light attacks coming out from Mitchell with 48% accuracy. He did throw out 11 signatures, only 18% accuracy, but a lot of them didn't get punished. Maybe like half of them got punished from Remy. So you're seeing a lot more light attacks coming out from Remy, and he only hit 38% of those. So that's a little bit rough coming out from him. You're going to see those damage dealt numbers being a little bit lower from Remy, not just because he was hitting less attacks, but also because he doesn't have a hammer in his hand. So that damage he's doing per attack is like always going to be lower than what Mitchell has coming out of the gate. Extremely clean Nash play. I'm loving it. I can't wait to see more from Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, the number that I was looking at there mostly was the damage per engagement. Mitchell oftentimes turned them into those 3-piece spear strings. A lot of times he would even continue it further, a lot of those catching neutral airs out of dodges, even just a weapon toss here and there just to add that little bit extra. And that put him up at like 37 average damage per engagement, which is huge.
Yeah, it'll be really exciting to see how Mitchell plays with the rest of the tournament, because I feel like in terms of the earlier parts of the winner's bracket, that matchup for me was like the decider. We were talking about that earlier, right? With Remy being such a wild card, if he beats Mitchell, he might take the entire tournament. But if Mitchell wins that, then that means that Mitchell might make the run all the way into the winners finals and beyond. And we're just gonna have to wait and see as the rest of the bracket shapes up, because the next matchup that we've got coming up is going to be Simba versus Sandwick. And this is exciting because Simba, I know, is also one of those picks that's akin to Remy, where they've been around for a while and they do really well in twos and they have a very storied history, but are we so certain that they're able to do it when it comes to the singles environment? I'm excited to see what happens. What do you think, TWK?
I'm looking for some flashes of brilliance from Simba. That's always been a hallmark of any tournament that he enters in. If he's on, he looks nigh unstoppable. Now, the trouble here is, though, that you've got a player like Sandwick, who, again, has been around in the community for a very long time, but he always strikes me as a bit more of a lab monster. You know, he's always in there, just in the Discords, just kind of theory crafting around what might actually seem to be good, and just kind of a lot of offhand situations that most players don't really think about. So if those do happen to pop up in a match, Sandwick can capitalize on them incredibly well.
I think you're right calling him like a lab monster, or definitely a rank monster as well. I'm looking at some of the stats from Sandwick for this season. First of all, he's in the Get Well Santi clan. Santi was recently in a car accident, so we wish you the best for your recovery, Santi. Everybody here is rooting for you, brother. And then Sandwick coming in with 2,600 hours, and that's in-game hours. That's Korhala hours that he's actually spending in the games themselves that are awarding experience to the player. So again, this isn't just I'm going to log on Brawlhalla and then I'm going to go to work or go to school so that it looks like I'm playing the game all the time. Homie is grinding. He's level 100. You see the Bodvar is level 88, extremely high level on that one. That is his highest leveled legend. You also do see the Sentinel on screen for the stats. That is his second highest leveled legend at level 69. So definitely a lot of hammer play coming out from Sandwick.
Well, we got to see how much the hammer was worth in the last matchup with the Nash. Now, Sandwick, it looks like locking in on a Bodvar, so it's going to be sword and hammer. A lot of stability available there, but also I'm looking for those big hammer combos, the stomps into side airs for maximum damage.
now. Getting
All right, and we're opening up into game number 1 with Sandwick immediately picking up a hammer, stopping and down airing him into the sky, naring him as well, and Simba fighting back with the sword. Oh, going off stage immediately and tries to down air side arm to the left, but they managed to equalize damage a little bit, but with Simba throwing that weapon away, that could be bad for him as that stomp air comes through, and oh no, there's no dodge. There's no dodge. Ah, I didn't get the
Whoa!
What are you doing, Sandwick?
Oh my! Oh no! What just happened? What a weird first stock. First of all, Sandwick originally picked up a weapon and started doing damage, and then all of a sudden that edgeguard situation on the left side started, and Sandwick just straight up didn't throw out an attack even though they were close to one another, and then whatever just happened on the right side. I don't know if that's misplay. I don't know if it's tournament nerves. I don't know if it's him pressing buttons that are different. I don't know if it's connection issues, but definitely a very shaky start for Sandwick. Kind of looking like a shaky game actually for both of these players so far, TWK, even though Simba is in the lead.
Yeah, I have to imagine what was going on there was Sandwick was looking to dip below Simba and go for that hammer recovery, pluck him off the wall, send him down below, take the stock. But there might have been just a little bit of a misinput, hitting the heavy attack a little too soon, and it ended up getting the ground pound.
Oh man, Simba's been doing some. I feel like 80% of Simba's damage this game has been unarmed. He has been going crazy with it. If he gets the sword, he does a sidelight. He'll do like a dash forward weapon. Oh, okay, that was that.
Actually,
that was,
same frame inputs.
What is Simba is playing so strange right now. I don't know what is going through his mind, the translation of brain to hand. I legitimately don't know what's going on. Like, he's playing like he's feeling something, but like I don't know if it's a good way or a bad way.
I mean, he's
side
feeling
sig.
something, man.
That
was
one was
on
certainly
point.
swaggy. You're seeing him shuffle across the stage, but Tazza, this is a weird game.
Yeah, it's played out pretty strangely. Simba is definitely taking advantage of the stock lead that he was given, and he's not like he doesn't need Sandwick to continue ground pounding to his demise to continue taking the lead as that side sig worked out. The gravity cancel sidelight right underneath the platform. Tries to go up for a side air, doesn't fast fall, it gets neutralized away. Sandwick is taking a damage lead, but he's still down a stock, and that was actually a really great weapon throw. Picks it back up, gets to do that recovery, almost takes Simba off the top, and Simba's fighting back. And TWK, it's looking like it's going to be a pretty good game for Simba here because Sandwick, after losing that stock, really hasn't done anything to make me think that he's going to have an explosive comeback.
Oh my gosh, especially when he gets sent off the side right there. He got scared away. Simba had the coverage with that gravity cancel side heavy, and just no way to make it back. So Simba definitely turned it on there through the second stock, took complete control of the stage and just the damage gap.
Ice Pingu even came into the in-game chat and said, Sandwick, are you lagging? And Sandwick straight up said, no. And Ice Pingu said, sure looks like it.
Oh, why?
Spraying away. Oh, no.
It's true, though. Like, that's what it
That's
looks
toxic.
like, TWK.
That's toxic. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
all right. No legend changes. They're going to be running this right back. It's still, oh my gosh, but the map change, we're on Small Brawl Haven, boys.
Yeah. There's going to be some weirdness happening here. Okay, there. We got that frame perfect side airs, downlights just hitting each other at the exact same time, getting the perfect knockback from the clashes. Simba throwing away the sword after 2 clean hits as per usual. And okay, D-Light the side air doesn't quite hit. And right. No, he doesn't want it. He doesn't want it, Sparky. He doesn't want the weapon.
You know,
I mean, you said last game that Simba was fighting unarmed constantly to great effect. So
Yeah.
obviously.
So, like, you're seeing what Simba is doing right now, especially with the unarmed kit. Like, one, it's working. Like, his spacing and his movement are all looking really good. As the tournament goes on, I don't think he's going to be able to get away with as many things as he is getting away with right now. So if he can rein that back in, like, I'm looking at this game, and Simba's winning today.
Simba downlighting in the wrong direction. This has been a classic thing. Simba throws the weapon straight down, and then he doesn't pick it up again. Okay, that's good. Got the neutral stick on the Sandwick, sends him off the top of the stage. Looking pretty good, and now holding on to the bow. And he's just trying to make his opponent uncomfortable, right? He's being unsettling the way that he's playing. Now, that time he picks up the bow. I wasn't expecting that, right? I thought he was just going to throw it away. Downline and neutral light hits, and Sandwick gets to do that recovery back and evens up the game.
Yeah, that's what we want to see, those quick turnaround knockouts before the damage gap can really build in either player's favor. So they're keeping this neck and neck, and it's Sabers at dawn.
So now, even though Simba's kind of getting a little swaggy on it here, Sandwick is keeping this even. I don't want to do Sandwick too dirty here, even though it seems like Simba is going for a lot of really reckless things, and that's kind of the only reason Sandwick is keeping it as close as it is, but, like, he's doing that well. So I want to give him praise for that. Also, like, he's a 2,400 elo player as he takes that stock.
That was
so
nasty.
Don't sleep on Sandwick.
The setup with the weapon toss as well to be able to stomp Sarah into it, and it knocks him back down. And Sandwick was in position for the neutral sig right afterwards, which I don't think it was like perfectly comboed, but it was crazy enough that Simba didn't know what the heck to do. And now Sandwick is trying to get that early knockout with that down signature, trying to spike Simba off the left side of the stage. As Simba doesn't have a free stock to play with this game.
Yeah, Simba was able to get away with things in the first game. That's not really happening here. Sandwick is doing a much better job of dealing with that. Great adaptation from him.
Man, so they've been attacking at the same time. There they just dodged at the same time. Nobody can blink in this matchup. We're now down to final stocks.
Oh, no. It's tense. It's tense because I absolutely have no idea what to expect. Okay, weapon toss to the neutral edge from Simba. Works out pretty well there. Sidelight dashes forward. Dodges in place. Gets the recovery. Sandwick, however, interrupts the momentum that Simba had. Gets the scoop. Picks up the sword. Almost hits him into the falling hammer. And Simba dive kicks his way in to get a little bit more damage. But sword Sidelight's so good at punishing spot dodges that Simba's now at a point where Stomp Cider, I think, will end it. Oh, it almost did.
Oh, but that weapon toss will definitely seal the deal. Sandwick on the board. The set is now tied 1-1. This is a best of 5, so you need 3 games to win and move on.
Simba uses his in-air dodge so much, and it scares me every single time he does it.
Yeah. And much to his advantage, a lot of the times they weren't getting that punished, and he was able to get like recoveries. But other times we saw the sword sidelight catching it, and then knowing that that dodge was down for 3 seconds, Sandwick could just run away with it. So here we go to game number 3, 1-1. Sandwick didn't have such a great time with the right side of Mammoth Fortress last time, but if he cleans that up going into game 3, I think he's got a really solid chance of 3-1ing Simba at this rate, unless Simba really changes how he's playing.
So now the main difference here is going to be the knockouts. They're not going to come quite as early. A lot of those signatures that Sandwick hit, you know, that massive bear read that he had, it might not knock out here at the ranges that it did. So he's going to have to put on a little bit more damage, and I think Simba usually ends up having a little bit more control of the neutral game and just higher average damage per engagement.
Oh, charging that one up. Didn't quite have enough range on it. He is over on the wall. There is a weapon spawn on the stage. We'll see if either player makes movement towards it. Of course, Simba is more than willing to disarm himself with a weapon toss and then pick that weapon up. Now has the sword in his hand. Sandwick immediately goes over and grabs the hammer. D-Light recovery, not enough to take out first stock. I believe if he hits it on the right side of the stage, a stomp side air could be the KO option from Sandwick onto Simba.
Ooh. Oh, stomp down air. Not confident that Stomp Sarah was going to knock out. Went for the top of the stage instead. That didn't work out, but it gave him an opportunity to find another one, and that will take him off the top. Sandwick making sure that the weapon spawns as delayed as possible. And wow, that neutral sig, it's seen better days. It's seen better days for sure. Simba's not able to take him off the top just yet, and that means he's going to work a lot harder for the stock. And Sandwick with the double headlight.
Ooh.
Already got as much extra credit as he needs to have a solid lead by the time that he ends up losing this stock.
You know, I do kind of like how he retreated all the way off stage, putting as much distance between himself and Sandwick as he could, because he had just gravity canceled. His dodge was not coming back anytime soon. So just kind of avoiding any situation was a very safe call.
Trying to play with the spacing here from Simba, staying far away and then all of a sudden going in. Finding some good damage here. There, he's going to get punished. Again, using his dodge in the air. That time it was for a gravity cancel rather than just movement, but immediately punished by Sandwick. Simba is just all over the place. Like, he's about to give me an anxiety attack with all of the just jittery movements he's doing. He like always has to be doing something. And I think that's largely to his detriment as this set is going on.
Yeah, it's odd to say like I feel like Simba's rushing, like that's what it feels like when he's moving around on the stage. Like he's just trying to act as quickly as he can to do something, and it's not unnerving Sandwick. Sandwick has in fact dealt with it quite well, been holding his ground and hitting Simba away every time Simba tries to go for some really huge read. Like the gravity cancel downlight on Sword was predicting a jump, but Sandwick's in a place, got a punish with the end light. That time he's getting a nair as Simba's just trying to throw the weapon down and get in. And that might mean that Simba might resort to just kicking him and punching him unarmed again, and it's just not working. Sandwick is about to take a stock lead once again.
Oh man, that dash jump down air, scooping him up off the top. Sandwick has used that now twice for these knockouts in this game alone. Once to beat out the bow down light, and once there to get him right over the corner.
I don't know if Simba is in a Jason Statham in Crank type situation where, like, if his APM, his
bugging.
actions per minute, go below a certain number, then he explodes or something. But he's still keeping him up, except he's behind. He is going to even this one up right here. But I think you're exactly right. It does feel like he's rushing. And right now, I feel like J.K. Simmons in Whiplash, and he's the drummer guy, except he's not dragging and rushing. He's just rushing, and I'm about to throw a cymbal at his head.
That's a dangerous situation, and I'm just looking at Koji's hat, and I'm just like, yeah, that is kind of symbol-shaped. It might happen.
Sorry, I'm recovering from Sparky here. Okay, so Simba picks up the bow, and okay, just throws it right away. Again, of course, he's just rushing so much this game that he can't even hold a weapon in his hands. He just flies straight out. He picks up the sword once again, stops sided. Can he make it back to the stage in time, or is Sandwick going to take the 2-1 lead here in the set as that side stick comes down? Oh, man, Simba. Oh, he does a dash jump, and he pivots. He pivots the gravity cancel down light. That's nice. He's got a lot of success off of that string, where just the weapon throw pickup, and that down. Okay, that down.
See that, dude? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do the.
Is it making you nervous, Sparky? Are you sweating a little?
It is, and I am.
Oh man, but Simba's bringing it back. Down light neutral. He gets the weapon out of his hands. All right, if he picks this up, down sig, neutral sig, I think either one would take Sandwick out.
Oh my gosh.
But that's the one I didn't mention. The side sig sends Sandwick straight up the right side of the stage. And he takes the lead in the set 2-1 despite what felt like was at a huge deficit the entire game.
Man, it looked like the main turning point here was how much respect Sandwick gave Simba off stage. A lot of times where he knocked him away, he had setups where he could have actually pressured and maybe taken the stock a little bit early. Sandwick was happy to just sit on the corner, let him come back. He's like, all right, I'm going to defend this corner. I'm going to try and get him as he comes up. And that just gave Simba the open door to really just take that game.
I think giving Simba as much respect as Sandwick is definitely helping him out here throughout, except towards the end of last game. Oh my goodness. Putting out a lot of damage very early on in this game. Completely controlling it. Nice interruption there of the recovery. It is going to be sword v sword. Now you see Sandwick backing up a little bit. That's actually going to clash out there. But I think towards the end of last game, that is where tournament nerves could come in for Sandwick, because Simba has been in those high-pressure situations. Maybe not recently late in brackets, but still, he has so much experience, and I think that is going to be a big thing for the end game of each individual Brawlhalla game. I think that definitely favors Simba. He's going to dare into the wall. Sandwick going to prioritize the weapon, even grabs the second one. That's going to keep Simba weapon starved.
I have seen more fully charged standing weapon throws in this set than I think I've seen in Brawlhalla in like years. As you're talking, Simba just stood on the corner and he charged up as hard as he could to throw that weapon at neutral, and it didn't work out for him. He lost that stock, but man, that spot dodge, just barely avoiding getting hit by the neutral light from Sandwick. Simba's down a stock again. Bo picked up, down air comes through. Can he get the second one? He does not. Sandwick recovers high, touches the stage, but the weapon throw doesn't stop him from getting Sared, and Simba with the gravity cancel down sig. Is he going to take the stock here off of Sandwick?
Oh, no. Sandwick threads the needle and ended up getting back onto stage.
Kind of a weak edge guard coming out from Simba. That was going to be everything burned from Sandwick to get back. Simba could have waited it a little bit more, and I think he would have been okay, but who knows? Jason Statham might have exploded after that.
I mean, we just saw Simba stand still for the longest time in his entire life right there. He stood at the corner of Mammoth Fortress waiting for Sandwick to do something, and then started playing again. Let's see if he's able to get a lot of these downlights. Falling side air, downlight, neutral air. Okay, Simba getting a lot of hits on the bow here against Sandwick, but that gravity cancel downlight side air will put Simba on the edge and give Sandwick that edge guard that he likes, as you were mentioning earlier, TWK. Stay on the corner, edge guard him, get all that extra damage, and keep the lead going.
Yeah, you know what? And also, I'm watching Simba more, and it's just that crank analogy is so on point. And I'm just thinking he plays ones like he's fighting a 2v1.
Straight up.
I mean, he's such a doubles player, but you know
That's
this
true.
movement, it's such a hit and run where there's only one target.
I do want to make a quick correction, though. In Crank, Jason Statham is actually poisoned. There is not like a bomb on him in any way, so I did want to make that correction.
All right, well, I guess
goodness.
we're like Attack on Titan is the flesh mecha, Crank is the flesh speed.
Yes.
Except it's not a bus that you need to keep going, it's yourself.
All right, TWK Sparky, does Simba bring this back? Does he take it 3-1? We've seen him in this position before, but Sandwick is doing a lot of great damage here. But you were talking about the Turbid Nerves thing, where even though a lot of it is in 2v2s, Simba's got this experience where he's playing at the point where there's one stock, last stock situation in Sandwick's case for winner's side. Is that prowess, is that experience from Pro Series and other sources of tournaments that Simba's been going to come in and top here? Because Sandwick's getting the hits in.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, big
This is the time. Oh man.
Possibility of a Game 5 situation coming in. Sandwick trying to do his best. You're seeing the stomps come out. The stomp had him in orange. The side air put him in red. So not quite going to be the KO option yet. I think even a D-Light recovery on sword will not KO yet. But he's back to the hammer. Swaps out. You know, he's ready for that KO consistency.
Oh, man.
Simba's staying on the left side. Doing the movement on the soft platform. Weapon toss goes in. He's going to have to do a lot of damage. Only has Sandwick in the yellow.
He didn't have to do that dash. He didn't have to do that dash back on the platform.
He didn't have to do like 80% of the movements that he's doing in this game.
It's anxiety. There we go. Okay.
Game 5 situation, ladies and gentlemen. Sandwick, he's loving this.
It was getting pretty close there at the end, though. Simba was getting a ton of unanswered damage. Sandwick just believes in that game plan of, I'm going to guard this corner as soon as he tries to come back up on stage. And that's where Simba's able to get some of those needling hits in.
Now, we did see for just a second the lock-in of Hattori from Simba. So he's going to swap onto possibly an even quicker character. But now we have the stats. Tell me about these stats, Tazza.
Tell you about these stats. Well, I can tell you right now that Sandwick has not been hitting a lot of the signatures that he's been putting out, but it doesn't really matter because I feel like 90% of his game plan is with hammers. You were talking about before, right? Sentinel and Bodvar both having very hammer-focused playstyles with both those legends. We've only been seeing the Bodvar, but it's like stomp side air 50% of the time, and the other time is falling theirs. Just trying to get as much heavy-hitting damage onto Simba as possible. And you're right. It has been switched over to the Hattori here, but much to my surprise, it's not in the movement speed stance, right? We're not going up to 9 movement speed. We're actually dipping out of it, going down to 7, so that you can have a little bit more defense to survive against the hammer hits from Sandwick as possible.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised to see that switch over to the defense. Also, Small Brawlhaven is banned out. He's looking to bring this one the full distance and needs to survive those stomp side airs.
Yeah, we're seeing 2 maps left for choice that we have not gone to yet, Apocalypse and Crystal Temple, and we're going to Apocalypse. I can't get the Egg Soup tweet where he had the Among Us man in the bottom out of my head, dude.
Why?
Brawlhalla is literally cursed. It's like, how much does it cost?
It's right
to, like,
there, I see it.
Can we retool that? Can we change that? Like, I'll fund it. I'll pay for it. I don't care. Whatever it costs in artist time and cost to patch, like, I'll cover it.
I'm really glad that I don't see it, and I'm not going to try to see it. I didn't see the tweet, and I'm not going to ever look at it, I think.
Oh, you'll see it. Just look in the bottom of the screen.
No, I'm not looking at the bottom of the screen.
It's sort of like at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
No.
Once the screen
You
backs up.
No, Sparky, you and I, we're already tainted. We need to keep Taza pure.
Do you
Look,
see it?
as long
It's
as I
on the
can't
right
see it, nobody
at the
else
bottom
can
of
see
the
it.
lava
I'm
ribbon.
not looking, Sparky. I'm watching this match, okay? It's Simba versus Sandwick. You can't get me to acknowledge this. It's an even game so far. This is game 5, okay? We have more important things to talk about than Among Us.
Well, I would disagree on that, but
What? Where's Duke when I need him?
yeah, you're happy that I'm here, and then all of a sudden, I'm sure your opinion has changed over time, if not very quickly. But this game is so
Drastically.
even so far. Look at it. We're a minute in, and both players are only orange. So this is certainly slower.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna get it here.
That was
Not
so
quite the
much
start,
damage.
though.
The side light opener immediately into another one, expecting him to go down, and converts into a full 3-piece afterwards. That's huge.
I
Oh,
thought
no!
Simba was going to get the edge guard there, but he pulled out a Sandwick ground pound and didn't hit him. And so now Sandwick gets the edge guard instead. And he's got a lead. We get a short one. That recovery almost takes him off the top. You do that recovery from
Oh, my
Sword.
God. Oh,
man.
my God. There's the lab monster in Sandwick.
What? Off of one stop recovery as well. Now Simba's like trying to get his bearings on the edge there. He takes 4 or 5 jumps, goes, okay, all right. Inhale, exhale, delay recovery, even game. But that was a good 5 hits on the hammer that Simba was probably not looking to take. And now we've got ourselves a 2 stock to 2 situation.
Simba, again, just happy to fight on arms. Sandwick happy to guard the corner. It's been just kind of the story of this set. And the fact that we're pushed all the way here to Game 5, I don't know, are they going to keep ramming their heads against the wall against each other? Or is there going to be that quick surprise changeup, like Sandwick going for a dash jump ground pound somewhere?
I swear, Simba gets hit and then he just presses the W key. Or he'll like dodge back in so many times. And he's just getting punished by Sandwick.
What's the W key?
You know what I mean.
Sparky
like,
didn't split his up and jump key.
You know what I mean.
What is the? You say he's aiming his weapon up? Hold on, explain.
No, he's
He's
saying he's
running
jumping.
forward. No, he's running forward.
On
into
W?
it.
On W.
What are your
not
keybinds,
Not
man?
in Brawlhalla, in like every other video game on the planet. You have played a video game that's not Brawlhalla.
What do you? Okay. Simba's down to his last stock.
The desk has turned against me.
The thing is, TWK was defending you until you explained it that way. I didn't even think you were thinking of that. I thought you were talking about jumping. Okay, it's fine. Nobody puts jump on W forward. What is
Sparky, this is your intervention. We all love you. We're here for you.
I'm not feeling the love.
All right, Sandwick hasn't done too much damage to Simba just yet. And Simba got hit by a weapon throw, but that's just about it. Stomps and downers aren't even happening just yet. The lab monster for Sandwick can't pop off. Simba just has to get in with maybe a side light. Okay, delay recovery from that angle is not going to do it. But the next one, if he catches up with the gravity cancel, definitely will. And then we'll have a really close Game 5 last stock situation on our hands. Let's just see if he can do it. Simba's been doing so good maneuvering around every attack so far at TWK.
Yeah, this is where Simba's going to be looking for those side light reads. Oh, even just the falling side air, almost enough to do it from clear across the stage. The sword neutral light, that's going to finally clean it up. And there's not a huge damage gap here. Simba, off of one spear read, could take the lead.
Oh, no.
Simba
I
has
saw it.
full weapon control.
Taza.
Taza has been cursed by the Among Us man on Apocalypse.
I hate you. It's
The side light. Oh, he picked that one up!
Yo!
I can't believe he picked up that D-light in like the final frames of it.
Oh, he throws the weapon away. Oh, he doesn't go to pick it up. He was so focused on doing cool things on the platform that he didn't pick up the weapon. And that Sandwick is denying him even further. Has the sword, however, so I don't think Simba's too concerned. He's just sitting on that platform. He knows it's not going to go down. It's a little bit more reliable than Mammoth Fortress. And that weapon throw in the downlight side air will give Simba such a small lead. Weapon throw pick up once again, but he can't get the sidelight afterwards, and he's not doing any of those cool Mitchell things that he was doing on Nash. Oh, man. That weapon's gone again.
Yeah, this is going to be just such the slow march forward. They both have their game plans, and it's just who is going to manage to win out these neutral exchanges. Right now, nothing's getting turned into too much.
Oh, my gosh,
geez.
dude. Is Simba going to lose this game? I'm going to be so disappointed.
Oh, man. Sandwick is one clean side. Okay, side. Oh, that's it.
You're kidding, dude.
What?
Simba, you got to calm down, brother. You got to calm down because Sandwick was there every time to punish you. Stop pressing the W key.
Oh, my God. Sparky, you can't just rail that in. It doesn't work. It's a platform fighter. You can't. The W.
Yeah, but we're all gamers here, brother. We've all played other games. We're gamers.
Forward is relative to your position on the map. There's just left and right. You can't use the word forward in this. You hit it with a forward air?
Chat, 1. Everyone press 1 in chat if you understand what I meant by W key. It's crazy. It is a wall of ones right now. I don't even know what a 2 looks like.
You didn't even wait. You didn't even wait for the delay. You
What
wanted
is
to wait for the
stream
delay? For that to
delay?
happen.
We're getting bamboozled here.
I don't even have Twitch chat open. What am I going to do? Look at Twitch
okay.
chat? No way. I'll never do that.
Congratulations, Sandwick. That was a great performance. And it was off of Game 1 where he did some crazy ground pound. And Ice Pingu flamed him in chat. Shame on you, Ice Pingu, for
How
Sparky
could
bringing
you?
that up. But you know what? He powered through it, and he won the game anyways. Really well played, and Simba, yeah, a little too frantic for Sparky's taste, at least, and for mine. It was pretty anxiety-inducing. But you know what? We'll probably see more of Simba later on throughout the day. And let me tell you something, Sparky. Duke's predictions are not looking good.
Oh, we love it.
They're looking
We love it. Tell me the details. I want to hear the details. Other than Remy. Of course, we saw Remy.
Well, go ahead and take a look at the bracket TWK. We were talking about it a little bit earlier on. I mean, Sandwick with that 3-2 over Simba's looking great.
Yep.
But what was
I'm looking at
Impala
3-1ing Dark Ghoul
That's
because
fantastic. We love it.
Sparky had Impala picked. Duke had Dark Ghoul picked. They were fighting each other first round. We were going to find out real quick whether Duke or Sparky was favored. Sparky, you got this one, my man. And that's actually the match we see coming up next is Jay versus Impala.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that one. We haven't seen Impala play yet today. So an interesting thing here is, man, Tiffany's making a run, and that is making me a little bit angry that Tiffany literally said, do not put me in your top 3. So that's a little bit frustrating. But Jay versus Impala I think is going to be interesting. I heard a couple people mention that Jay would do well today. Also, don't be confused that Jay is Jade, because there are 2 Jays. One of them is followed by a D after that, as in like Jade, the little like green gem or whatever. So this one is J, no D, just Jay, like a blue jay. Of course, also in the Get Well Santee clan, everybody wishing the best. Impala as well in the Get Well Santee clan himself. We're going to have an interesting matchup here. We are seeing the Kaya coming out from Impala and the Fen coming out from Jay.
Ooh, this is just... I think they're going to end up doing just about equal damage to each other, just because Finn has high strength, low defense, and Kaya the exact opposite, lower strength and high defense.
Yeah, well, it's also I give a little bit of an edge to Jala anytime that I see Small Brawl Haven, just because side sig both weapons. It's not only such high force, but it travels with your opponent as you're hitting them, so you can bring them to the edge of the stage even if they're already there. But Jay picking up the axe, 2 quick side airs in a row, but Impala's already got the bulk of the damage, and they're one solid. I mean, that neutral sig almost took Jay off the top. That was pretty great. But Jay's fighting back. Weapon throw after the neutral light, side light in air. Okay, that sider could have potentially ended that stock even this early on. I gotta remember though, Kaya's actually a tankier legend. I have to remind myself every time that I see Kaya that they actually have a lot of defense.
I'm just still in awe that Jay has been beating out or perfectly maneuvering around every single signature that Impala has put out. He got over the neutral signature. He even got over and around the side signature. Any of these big attacks that Impala's looking to clean up the stock with, Jay is just beating them out.
So character level wise, looking at these, nice.
No. Commentator's
Gets that
curse, I'm so
signature
sorry.
to KO off the top. Gonna have choice of weapons, but Impala is coming in with a level 100 Kaya, and Jay is coming in with just a level 18. Oh, yo, is he gonna get the edge guard here? That's nice.
Oh my
gosh. I think he got it. Yes, sir. That's why we put Impala top 3. Yes, sir. But character level wise, a level 18 Jala, not very high. But there is a Rayman from Jay that is level 53. So still, I don't know if this is maybe just like a really new player or if it is like a PS4 player who spent a lot of time on PS4, and then this is like the PC account once they got a PC.
Just a tangent, that edge guard from Impala on Bow is so incredibly hard to execute on because you have to basically rip away every single one of their jump options each time, and they were able to do it with a ground pound down air. Ground pound, great play from them to be able to do that, to secure a 3-stock to 1 lead. It's just absolutely crazy so far. And the neutral ended into the slide charge down. Sig really putting the hurt on a Jay here is going to almost definitely become a 2-stock here in game number 1.
Yeah, it's like once you pop, you don't stop. Impala got that first knockout and then really stepped on the gas. Has not let up since. I mean, that bow edgeguard took all of about like 5 seconds after he respawned. And now Impala almost took Jay off the side. And looking like it's all going to just take one more signature to do it.
Jay is playing extremely well right now, has a lot of momentum on the sword, is punishing a lot of what Impala, until that came out, was punishing a lot of what Impala had. And I was seeing the sword in Jay's hand, and I was like, okay, I don't know if that's the right weapon for Jay right now, because you aren't going to see those big chunking axe hits that Jay might have been initially finding. But man, the sword was looking fantastic coming out from Jay. I really liked it towards the end of that game. Unfortunately, Jay was just too far behind. Look at this edge guard. The amount of like precision and things for you that have to go right and things for your opponent that have to go wrong for you to get an edge guard in yellow. It's extremely difficult.
68
dude,
average
holy
damage
cow.
per engagement? What? Excuse me?
That's very, very high. And considering that, I mean, I guess you've got the lowish defense of Finn to credit there, but Jay is considered to play a different legend, and now they're on Asuri, having the sword, which Sparky, you said they were playing with very well. Has the axe gone now with the guitars on instead, and Impala is going to be continuing with the Kaya here in game number 2, as Jay's having a much stronger start in this game than they did in game number 1.
Yeah, this is also the more stable map. I know I always get so nervous anytime that there's like small Brawlhaven in the mix. So I agree with the legend change. I agree with the.
I just hope this works out for Jay.
Now he is playing, again, a kind of lower leveled legend, level 25 on the Asuri. His highest guitar legend is going to be Ember at level 27, so not really too much higher than the legend he's currently playing right now, but who cares about how good his guitars are, because his sword is really stepping it up this game.
Yeah, doing a ton of work, built all the damage, got Impala into the red, and that's nothing to sneeze at, because Kaya is like a 7 defense legend. So that's a lot to cut through. Each of your hits is going to be doing a little less damage than usual.
Oh, very surprised they didn't go for the recovery after that nair. They really baited out something from Jay, but Jay just went high, went back low. They went for the pivot neutral stick, looking a little bit like Nash right there. That's a different spear left. Okay, why?
Oh, wow.
Slide. You know what? Slide charge pivot all your signatures. Why not? I do the same thing. I can't blame him for it. It feels like you're more technical when you do it, Sparky.
Yeah, you feel like the better player there. You're doing the harder move. It looks cooler. Sometimes it doesn't
using,
work, but
using that W key. Using the W key.
Except it's
Yeah,
actually
just
not
hold
using the
W.
W key because you're going the other direction. Except nobody says S key. It's always
Well,
referred to as the W key.
You hold the W key.
Oh
so
my
that
gosh!
You can do the neutral signature while pivoting and not accidentally get a side signature. You know, prioritize. Anyways.
I just can't believe Jay actually hit that signature. He was out of options. That was the last possible thing that he could do. Not only did he use it to get back to the stage, but almost turned around an edge guard onto Impala. That's going to stick in Impala's mind, especially since he's sitting down a stock right now.
Look how Jay is playing extremely slow, not going to get caught in the options that Impala is throwing out. And after seeing game 1, I was feeling good. That is not the case about my pick of Impala after seeing what Jay is doing right now.
Oh, weapon throw the die. I think that was just it. Wow. Okay. That would have been an incredible stock if Jay was fresh on their second stock. But still great that Impala was able to take it at all. Because Jay has just been running away for game number 2 ever since they switched over to the Asuri, and Impala's been having a lot of trouble getting anything going. I highly doubt they'll have anything close to that last damage per engagement statistic that they had in the game 1 at this point.
Oh, man.
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
that's where it gets so dangerous. When you're fighting up in the air, Top Gun status, and it's just you're that close to the knockout line. Any little stray hit could do it.
Now keep in mind, even though I put Impala in my top 3, Jay winning here is certainly not an upset. Jay coming in PR 49 compared to Impala's PR 57. So there is a gap between these two players, at least in PR.
Oh, man. Okay, Jay recovering back up. Low on jumps, has to dodge straight up just to avoid a potential downlight from Impala, and they succeed. Oh, and they're just sidelighting through, getting every little bit of extra credit that they can. Neutral comes through, weapon throws from Impala aren't succeeding. I'm surprised I didn't see a downer or a ground pound there, but Jay just continues tacking on the damage. And TWK Impala is looking like they're on the verge of getting 2-stock themselves after what happened to game number 1.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some huge signature. They went for it right there with the side signature, but man, they just ended up getting punished and disarmed. Now over onto the bow. This is where we've seen Impala do most of their work.
Yeah, Impala almost looks like clueless on what to do against Jay when the spear is in their hand. Like, you're seeing the footsies back and forth, and Impala might be able to be like, okay, well, I have the range advantage. My side air is going to go further. My neutral light is going to be a lot of distance between us, but has no way of getting in, no way of getting through Jay's movement. Jay's also playing spacing really well when he has sword in his hands. His guitars are amazing as well. That signature didn't initially get punished, but now that Impala has the bow, that's where we're seeing things change. You nailed it, TWK.
And, I mean, Impala's hit like 5 or 6 clean sidelights on the bow so far. The very last one ended up leading into a downlight neutral light, and now Impala with that neutral light is one N-sig away from stealing this game 2 away from Jay, who has been almost in an entire stock lead the entire time. Oh, that was almost it.
He's got to deal with Jay's sword, though. I am worried about it. Nice delay recovery, not going to be enough yet. Going to be able to swap that weapon. Now, I don't know if that's just Impala not wanting to get disarmed because the bow might have more damage on it. Now Impala, oh no, that's a punish, it's it! That's not it! I lied!
7 defense, 7 defense. Oh no, they can't get hit by another one of those. They know downlight, this is it. I don't even think they need a downlight. I think the recovery would just be enough here at this point. And Impala's just like, I want that weapon, I want that weapon. Oh, they kicked through! They missed the recovery, picks him up and takes him off the top, and Jay secures the win for game number 2, bringing it to a 1-1. As we're going straight into stage striking right afterwards. Both players don't even want to take a break after that one. What a great game from Jay, and a great adaptation, switching over from the Finn to the Asuri.
Yeah, I understand Impala wanting to get right back into this, just because, you know, he's got the longer history as far as tournament matches go and PR and everything, but Jay doesn't want to lose this momentum. So he's looking to carry this over. You know, he's got to be feeling good off of the win. He had control for most of that game, even if it got a little bit dicey at the end there. So you just want to keep your spirits high all the way through the set.
Now we are moving on to a new map. It's going to be the Crystal Temple. You just saw the stats that came up, and I do want to point out, even though they aren't on your screen real quick, the difference between Game 1 and Game 2. In Game 1, the average damage per engagement was Jay with 41, Impala with 68. Game 2 was Jay with 29, and Impala with 27. So a major drop between the two, and I think that's evident based on how the game slowed down. So each quote-unquote engagement didn't extend for as long because it was like 1 or 2 hits, and then they would back up and reset.
Yeah, a lot more time to breathe between those neutral interactions.
Ooh, sidelights are not working out for Impala. That one misses out. Jay gets the punish. Goes for the downlight. Okay, nice snare. No recovery in hand. Man, Jay does a lot of these recoveries where they use literally everything that they possibly can, and they fall back to the stage with swept beats, but they're not getting punished for it. Impala has been missing on a lot of those straight dodge ups that Jay likes to do. But okay.
Wow.
What a read. My goodness.
I'm going to have to see the replay on that. Was the dodge burned?
I'm not sure.
I didn't think it was. It could have been. I will be happy to look at that on a replay to see if it actually was. That was. If it's not, that's a very bold move for Impala to go for, rather than going for like the side air to set up the edge guard situation, or the recovery to then maybe punish the landing of Jay, if not kill outright off the top.
Man, they've been dancing around each other for so long. Not many hits coming out from it, but just the tension building.
Ooh, the bottom side of that nair ended up hitting Impala, interrupting that ground pound with the recovery. An interesting thing, we're seeing Impala focusing a lot on bow here on this second stock of Jay, even though there was a weapon spawn. Completely different than the beginning of the game, where there was a weapon spawn and Impala wanted to stay on the spear.
Oh, man, big catch. Viper coming out. That down signature just blasting Impala away.
Oh, but Impala doesn't care. Recovering a nair right away off that new stock, and then Jay just cuts them up several nairs of their own, bringing them into yellow, trying to get that the damage differential a lot less than that downlight down there. Oh, the platform. I guess messing a little bit with how they want to follow up of that, but never mind. They don't care. Jay is just phenomenal on the sword. Sparky, you called it from game number 1. Even though Jay was down so hard on the stocks, they were looking really great on the sword. I think they recognized that as well. And this particular matchup switched over to the best character they think they had for it, and they have just been running away with it so far in these games. Looking really great on Crystal Temple.
And I'm loving this sword, even though it's on like a low-leveled character. Same thing for the last character as well. I love to see that, and then like you see the swap to almost a lower-level character than what we saw previously, and like, oh, there's a question mark about the guitars. We know the sword is good. Jay's guitars are great.
Cider from Impala comes through. Really try to go for that interesting position. Can't quite get it. And D-Light recovery doesn't take him off the top. But Jay chasing him all the way in the sky with that chase dodge. One recovery away from having Impala down to one stock. And that's going to do it.
Yeah, Jay doing a much better job this game of getting up over those neutral signatures, punishing them every time. That gave him the damage that he needed to score those knockouts. And yeah, his sword is phenomenal. He's getting those. Oh, wait. These guitars, is that actually it? Oh my gosh, broken ankles. All the options starved away. Impala went for that Hail Mary strike. Just couldn't get it to get the chase dodge back to stage. And Jay's running away with that game.
Okay, I think the dodge came out right before that started, right at the beginning of that replay, while Jay was still in the air. So that did give the gravity cancel neutral sig. I don't know if that's like jumpable or not, just because it's not something we see like consistently. But there you see the end of that game, chasing around that edge. Look at the average damage per engagement. I was expecting it to be lower for both characters, but Impala's went up and Jay's skyrocketed all the way up to 57. That means in each engagement, there was a color change on Impala's health.
Oh! Yeah, that's pretty incredible. And now Jay's, oh no, Jay chasing Impala off the bottom of the stage. They're continuing forward as that side air comes through. And they're not quite able to hit it, but man. Oh, let's see. What is Impala going to be able to do here? Is that Jay trying to go for those sidelines? And Impala has brought the damage back a little bit more. That beginning was really worrisome for Impala because I thought Jay was going to get one of those 0 to death stocks, the guitars, right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, that's the scary thing, especially because, you know, Jay did hit that gravity cancel neutral signature in a previous game. So Impala knows that that option is there. He knows that Jay has the guitars and can just take it away. And right now, you can't afford that with Jay sitting on set point.
His guitars are so good. He's extending his use of them in this game, and it's fantastic. We're seeing him use them really well on stage. We're seeing him use them really well off stage. He's just playing incredibly with these guitars. Almost got taken off the top. Impala definitely fighting his way back into this. We're about a minute 20 into this game. We haven't seen a stock taken yet. Welcome to Demon Island, ladies and gentlemen.
When both players are trying to take him off the top, it takes a while for D-Light recovery to do it, but it eventually will. As we saw there, Jay was able to get D-Light recovery on the sword, take Impala off the top of the stage, has a stock lead, albeit barely, and Impala trying to go for that side light, slide charge, pivot, neutral sig, can't quite get him, and Jay, knowing that trick's there, is just getting pogoed instead. Okay, that had enough knockback. That, Jay must have been very damaged. Wow. Even game?
So now I'm noticing why several of the people that I talked to said Jay was going to do really well today. Also that Jay, with a D, was going to do really well today. And it was funny, like, of the bunch of people that I talked to, like, I tried to crowdsource my picks because my picks are usually terrible. And it was like everybody said something totally different. And while that's exciting, that's very tough because I actually had to make picks on my own. I don't want to do that anymore. I want people to tell me what to do because it's easier.
You know, there's a universe, potentially this one, right, where Jay and Jade meet in winners semifinals.
That is true, and I really hope I don't call that match.
I mean, DDBK and I are scheduled to cast that one if it happens. Let's see what happens here, though, as Impala takes the lead for the first time in a while here in game number 4. Could potentially bring it to a game 5 if they keep playing this way. Jay's fighting back as hard as he can, but Impala's still up full stock.
Yeah,
it's a big lead.
It's been an absolute seesaw between these two as far as the set is concerned. We start off with Impala just massively breaking out, huge damage per engagement. Game 2, it kind of hit that midpoint, the equilibrium, and then last game, heavy favor for Jay, and now it seems like the pendulum's swinging back in Impala's favor.
Now, we mentioned, like, the timing in the first part of the game, how it was like a minute 15 and no one had been killed yet. I think slowing down the game favors Impala, and speeding up the game favors Jay. So you have like your standard like 10+5 chess player of Impala, and then Jay is your bullet chess player.
Who's the chess boxing player?
I don't know. Maybe Simba. The way that man was crazy.
You gotta stick and move.
Oh man! So now Jay Oh, avoiding a lot more damage from Impala there, but not that time. Neutral catches him off guard. Impala trying to get the Nairs on the way back down. Jay dodges out of the way, gets back to the ground. Neutral lights Impala, trying to bring Impala deeper into orange. But Impala looks like they've got a huge lead this game, and they're not willing to give it up. Nair comes through, almost disarms the sword from Jay, I feel like at this point, and that side light, oh, that's it!
That was a
Chase got right off
chase
of it.
from the
Yeah.
left side of the stage all the way to the right side of the stage, and we're in a game 5.
Man, I want to see that replay. Look at him just run him down with that signature.
That was a beautiful takeaway, that second stock. Literally on the farthest left side
All
of the
the way,
stage for
all
that
the
to
way.
hit. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, he straight up booked it across the stage after that.
Yeah, Kaya has one of those fun signatures where charging it basically lets you skate further across the stage, right? So you get that extra bit of momentum on top of the momentum that you just got from successfully hitting your opponent, and you've got yourself a stock off the top. And now Impala is brought to Game 5 against Jay. It is 2-2, and Miami Dome is going to be the playing field here. I'm not sure, TWK, does Kaya neutral sig on bow hit a person standing on that platform? Does it just barely? I guess we'll find out.
Oh, right on that platform? Ah,
Yeah.
man, it's like
It looks like it's a little high. It looks like it's a little too high, but I see Kaya so rarely
high,
in
but,
singles.
My bet's
I'm
on
not
you
sure.
want to believe that like one of those wingtips is going to get there.
Oh, just like at the very edge if they happen to be standing in the wrong spot. Well, we'll see.
No way, not in a million years, not even
no,
close.
it's too high. It's too high.
Fine.
Honestly, silly that you even asked that question in the first place.
Well, Sparky, I asked it so that I could
attitude.
figure out whether it was better for Kaya or Asuri in this case, and I'm going to have to give it to Asuri in particular because of the sword. We haven't seen Jay use this move once, but if we did, it would be here on Miami Dome using the side stick off the platform to travel to get the edge guard from one side of the stage to the other. It's one of my favorite things to see.
It was actually a
That's
very
what
good
players
question, though. You were being a very selfless commentator by opening up the floor to me and TWK to then finish out the thought. So I do love that. Look at that neutral sig coming out. He wasn't on the soft platform, but he was kind of close to it,
Oh
and
my
that
gosh.
sig is actually going to be the killer.
Man, Impala has managed to use every single signature on the bow kit. I think the only signature that he hasn't hit during this set is the spear side signature.
Has he hit the down? I know he did the pivot
Yeah,
down
yeah,
that
he did.
completely missed.
He did a side light into slide charge down sig at the very, very beginning of the set, and it has never hit it since.
And that was me being a selfless commentator because I for sure 100% remembered that.
I understand. You know what? I understand.
We're all on the
Sorry.
same
Thank
team,
you.
boys. We butt heads sometimes. We're all on the same team. I like that. Good team.
Are you
Impala's doing really
secretly
great
on
here.
like Team Impala right now? Is that who you're rooting for? I know he was in your picks, but
I'm
this
on
is
every
game 5.
I'm on honestly every team, so that then I'm on the winning team as well. I
Ooh.
just pivot hard to that side once they win.
Wow, such a team player.
Yes, sir.
I mean, Impala is almost ready to make this game 5 look like game 1 at this rate, but Jay wasn't able to get the recovery with the neutral light. Instead, that doesn't secure the stock, and Impala could turn this around with the down air and take a 2-stock lead in game number 5. That would be absolutely enormous. But Jay, neutral lighting away, trying to equalize these stocks, using the gravity cancel neutral sig to get some momentum back at the stage while covering their head. And we're back and just flip-flop with these edge guards over and over again. The wall saving Impala from a lot of knockback from that side air. Sparky, who's going to take the stock here? Is it going to be Impala or Jay?
I honestly don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and say Jay, I think. I would put all of my money on Jay here.
Wow.
It was probably
Yeah.
going to be a D-Light recovery
so
was what I
smart.
would have called from the middle of the stage. And
What an early
that
prediction.
is what ended up happening. But one thing that I'm wondering about TWK is we are on Miami Dome. We were on Demon Island previously, and we did see Jay completely chase Impala under the stage. Is that going to be something that happens now if Jay has Katars? Because, I mean, it literally cannot happen. So Impala will have to run back into that. What do you think about that possibility, TDK?
I mean, that's where Jay is going to have to really bring this one back. He needs some crazy edge guard. This is the map where you get to do that because it has that pillar underneath. You can't cross under, so you are locked to that side. You must recover from where you got knocked off. And Jay has the weapon set and the signature set to capitalize on that. And right now, the damage gap, he needs some of those early knockouts.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like Impala doesn't know what the heck to do. Okay, good. I said that, Sparky, take note, right? You say the opposite of what you want to happen on the screen.
I don't believe in
commentator,
commentator's curse.
Right?
Just like
Well,
I don't
okay,
believe
because last
in the
time
Sparky
you
curse.
said Jay is doing exceptionally well, and then they lost game 1 after you said it, almost immediately. But
How do you not believe in commentators' curse looking at your predictions every single week?
I don't believe in curses, but what I apparently do believe in is Tazza mansplaining a commentator's curse to me after we've been doing this for like 5 years.
Anyways, Impala was struggling to find any openings on Jay during that second stock, and just so happened to get one downlight and to get the recovery. But Jay is continuing to take this momentum of winning more neutral engagements than Impala. And now that the stocks are evened up, yes, they're in deep yellow. I mean, I guess orange. Is that
I think it's
orange?
still yellow. We'll see on the next
Is it
hit
yellow?
for sure. I think it's like fake yellow where it looks orange but it's actually yellow. That's what I always call it in my range.
Whatever. It's an even game now, and now I'm not really certain who's going to win. But if I had to put my money on anybody, it would be Jay, because Jay has just been clawing their way back into this game since the very beginning at such a huge deficit. And Impala seems to be getting more and more nervous. Oh no! Edge guard scenario. Impala doesn't even want to risk it. They go right back to center, hit the neutrals again. That's no recovery on Jay right now. They used everything, but they didn't get punished. Oh, TWK is looking really tight. What's going to happen here is Jay is now getting hit with that neutral light, and Impala is just trying to hit him with every signature they've got. Oh, no dodge.
Oh my gosh, down light into recovery, not yet enough. Jay is unarmed. Impala's got the stage control, the weapon control, and the damage lead. This is his match to lose.
Oh, that was so close to hitting. That would have been scary, but it's these guitars.
Oh.
Still not red, though, for Impala. Jay certainly is red. Still orange for Impala. I can't believe that.
Oh
I mean, he's going to go
Oh,
for Nair
don't
at this point.
I was
gotta go for
so
both neutral at this
worried
point.
Jay was going to catch Impala. Oh, please,
That's like,
yes! It KOs off the top. The recovery in Game 5. Oh, my goodness, Jay. What an incredible player. You saw how much it came down really towards the end, but if you look at the damage that each one did, Impala had to do 623. Jay only had to do 522.
Yeah, and those numbers don't exactly reflect what you would expect if you were just looking at the legend stats in general with defense. But yeah, Impala just really had to put on as much damage as possible to even take down one of Jay's stocks throughout that game number 5. But at the very end, they were able to do it. Recovery took him off the top, and that means Impala is going to be moving forward in the winner's side of the North American Mammoth Arcadian. And we have, at least for now, avoided that really confusing head-to-head that could have been Jay versus Jade. That because it's 3 letters on the display when commentating. That would have been really rough.
One can always hope.
Anyways, great job from Impala. Lots of exciting Game 5s. And that means that we get to have the next Mitchell showcase that you were looking forward to, Sparky.
And we are not going to see Jay versus Jade at least yet, but we are going to see Jade versus Mitchell. So we're going to move from Jay to Jade and from Mitchell to Mitchell here, except I'm seeing Vocal in the room. So
Well,
maybe
that's because we still have more of Winners Round 2 to play through.
Oh,
We've got
I
Wubs
see.
versus Vocal. There's
Okay.
also,
I see.
oh man, somewhere on one of the other streams or something, Glue versus Sandwick is 2-2 right now.
Ooh.
Jeez.
That is Sandwick coming off of that Game 5 win against Simba. Actually incredible. And this is going to be a tough one. It's 26 minutes overall into the set. So, man, I'm a little bit curious about it. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on the bracket to see the instant update of that. We're getting into this next one. Wubs versus Vocal. Duke put Wubs in his top 3. I was thinking about that initially, but then I
think
kind of
Duke put
strayed away
Wubs
from it.
to win it all. Right?
Yes,
Isn't
he
that
did
or did Duke
indeed.
change? Okay.
Yeah,
That'll be
Taza, how do you feel about this matchup? Knowing what you know about Wubs, how much Duke was favoring him here, and Vocal, I see locking in the Bodvar. Break this down for us.
Well, so Vocal is a player that I've actually been used to seeing at some lands in the past as well. Oh, that looks like something's not right here. So I can continue talking about this. What's most interesting to me about Vocal going up against Wubs, because Wubs, I'm in a similar camp as Duke, as Wubs definitely being at least a top 3 placement during this tournament. But Vocal wasn't who I expected to win between Vocal and Hazen. And having him have that 3-1 over Hazen's Thor earlier on in the bracket makes me think that Vocal's got something very particular prepared for Wubs as well. So I'm excited to see how this performance plays out. I don't really know how the scoreline's going to go, but if I had to make a guess, I'd say Wubs wins at 3-1.
I don't think you're super crazy for that. I think Duke's crazy for putting him top 3 and winner. But I would not be surprised if Wubs comes out of this reasonably confident. He is having some connection issues. That's why we saw that game go the way it did. He actually backed out of the lobby, did say he has lag 1 second, which is why you're looking at our faces right now and not the actual video game itself. But let's throw some stats out there while we have just a few moments. We talked about it briefly in the pre-show earlier today, but you see 9 top 32 placements coming out from Wubs. So those numbers alone are definitely going to favor Wubs in terms of experience, in terms of basically everything. That's huge from Wubs. At one point, or maybe I don't even know if it's spread out over his entire career or sort of concentrated in one point, but he is a top 32 player at times. In some of the community tournaments recently, Giga War 9, he got 5th. At Summer Champs, though, and this is what worried me, was he came in 49th. And he lost 1-2 to Daddy Heizo, who is PR 73, which that doesn't give me a lot of confidence in Wubs.
I see, using the recency bias over the legacy
Yes,
factor.
certainly.
I know that if I were thinking about why Duke made the decision that he did, he'd be looking at Wubs' performance in the Pro Series that was earlier on this year and be using that to attribute to Wubs' ability to really perform well in this event. And we're just going to have to find out, as Wubs is now, while he's won his winners round 1 set, let's see if he can win winners round 2 and get into quarterfinals, as he's up against Vocal, who just took down Hazen, and is now fighting against him on Crystal Temple, sword versus bow. And Wubs has been going for a lot of those slide charge pivot side sigs, and not one is connected just yet, but they've definitely been putting the fear into Vocal so far.
There is still a weapons on the field that neither player has made the move towards, but TWK, tell me why you just said, oh man. Because I would have said that
Wubs
as well.
engaging from the opposite platform. They were both hanging around on those top soft platforms, but they were on separate ones. And Wubs, using a dash downlight from the bow, was able to completely clear that gap and tag Vocal. So just knowing that that's an option you have makes those platforms not as safe as you might believe.
Vocal's he's just sitting there on the side. He wants to try and punish Wubs landing, and he's not able to. Vocal giving a lot of respect to Wubs here.
Yeah, and that's a little surprising to me. I don't feel like Axe is the weapon you think of when you're like, I don't want to challenge that off stage.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, right.
He tried to be Zen.
then.
He tried to just go for the spot dodge, perfectly timed. But man, there's a fair bit of wind up on that Azoth signature, and
Yeah.
spot dodge
If you're-
to get bodied.
Now, Vocal's done that several times of standing still. He did that on the left soft platform. He stood still, and then he did a dash forward weapon toss. He did a GC. Oh, there's a raw side sig. This time it's from Vocal to get the KO. But then he did the gravity cancel downlight to cover the weapon toss space in case Wubs dodged through the weapon toss. I think his timing and positioning wasn't quite perfect on it. But again, it's that like stand still into sudden movement. We've seen Vocal do a couple times, except with the side signature from Wubs, that didn't work out for him.
I feel like that was the funniest punish I've seen in my life. That was Vocal was just standing there and Wubs like, are you really gonna do this?
Oh my
Side
gosh.
thing hits, that disarms him. And now Vocal has got to go for that new weapon, and Wubs punishes with an air. Went straight for the recovery. I think he's going to grab and cancel the neutral sig. He's been very signature happy this entire game, and
Look
for
at
good
this.
reason.
This is the thing. This is the thing about Azoth. A lot of your usual dodge habits against most of the cast, you have to change them up because Azoth, not only does he have like slightly longer charge up times on his signatures, so that way they happen a bit delayed, they're active for a very long time. Those clouds on that side signature, even the down signature, they will last throughout most of your dodge. So you really just gotta clear the area.
That's so tough because it hits you on both sides. Not even just the beginning, but also the end as well. So you have to place it so well. And it's on a character that a lot of people aren't necessarily using. So you can't just like flip that switch and be like, yeah,
oh my gosh,
he's still doing it.
Keep going, Wubs. This has got to be a bit of the matchup inexperience playing out, and Wubs is all too happy to take a giant bite out
there
of
it is.
Vocal.
5th time's the charm. Let's go, Wubs. You have another bow. It's side sig time.
Oh
That's the
my
wrong sig.
gosh.
It's the wrong sig,
But it was
Wubs.
the right sig.
Well, I know, but side sig would have been much funnier. He did a great job in that game to one. And Vocal switching over to something that has a little bit more oomph behind their attacks. Off the Boogvar onto the Taros. as we were seeing right there. That was absolutely matchup inexperience, and I think you're completely right, TWK. There's a lot of dodge habits that I feel like you can transfer to a lot of Legend matchups and be rewarded. But with Azoth in particular, yes, the longer charge times, but more lingering hitboxes means that you have to know what Azoth's doing specifically. Wow, 18 signatures.
18 signatures put out at about a 40% accuracy. That's Hall of Fame stats. If you're batting like 400, oh my gosh.
Vocal could take a screenshot of this and he could put it onto his Twitter and say, look, at least I'm not a spammer, right? 100% accuracy. One signature.
That is true. Very impressive coming out from Vocal. And we might see some more signatures used this game as the swap is onto Teros. A lot of Teros players do love to use some of those signatures in the kit. Definitely that Axe D-Sig. I wonder if we're going to see that one right away to punish a landing. It's just going to be a neutral light to the right side, but Wubs was landing to the left, so it didn't make contact.
All right, now this is actually... okay.
He stepped further back. You see that? He went to the center stage that time because he still wanted to wait out the wall slip, but he was like, I'm not going to get hit. And then Downsy comes through. You know what? Vocal making some really great adjustments here. He is far enough away that there's no way that Wubs is going to be able to attack him from that point of the stage, and he just keeps hitting Wubs back out. And he's like, you know what? This wall slip will get shorter and shorter eventually.
Yo, 3 in a row?
Okay, Wubs. All right, Wubs. Let's go.
Wubs is the epitome of, if it keeps working, I'm not going to stop doing it. Whether it's the side signature or the recovery, he just has unlimited ammo, no reloads.
Vocal just looking completely lost on how to deal with Wubs here. The damage isn't bad.
That
though.
was so slick.
He dodged that on both sides of it, too. When the hammer swing was on the right, Wubs was on the left, and he went through. When it was on the left, Wubs was on the right.
All right, Wubs doing really well against Vocal here in game number 2. Adapted to Vocal's center stage play pretty well, and now he's been hitting I think 5 bow recoveries. 4 of them were back to back to back to back. Downlight misses, but he dodges straight out of the way of that side light, and Vocal can't get anything started on the axe. That if the side airs aren't hidden, Vocal's got to rely on those signatures to be able to KO, and I already know that his signature accuracy is lower this game than it was in the last game.
Yeah, so here's the thing I wanted to touch on. Vocal, this is actually the pick that I expected coming in, the Teros.
Okay.
Just because, shout-outs to everybody who's been reporting their legend picks on Smash.gg, but that is what he used primarily against that game in Hazen where he won 3-1. It was mostly Teros with just one Sentinel pick at the end. So I was a little taken off guard when I didn't see the Teros to kick off this set.
Nice way
Kick
to
him off
clean
the
that
bottom.
one up with the ground pound. He knew that Wubs was going to have to blow everything. Wubs was saving his dodge for the absolute last moment in case Vocal threw out a weapon toss that was going to hit him or tried to go a little bit early with the edge guard, but Vocal didn't. He knew Wubs was going to have to burn that dodge, place that exactly right. Wubs touches, or gets close to the wall at least. The dodge is done, and then the ground pound came out. Great work from Vocal to clean that one up.
Whoa.
I don't know how that didn't hit.
Wubs trying to use that Crystal Temple tech on Mammoth Fortress, and it's even scarier on Mammoth Fortress because when that platform's moving, that makes that slide charge look like it even has more momentum. Didn't hit, and Vocal goes back to center. Okay, all right, we've got ourselves a standoff here. Vocal really doesn't want to challenge Wubs to the edge there. Wubs is like, all right, fine, I'll bring the attacks to you. Vocal gets the recovery back onto the stage, and wow. You know what? That's the one thing Vocal wasn't spacing around was the gravity cancel downlight from the ledge.
Side air ends up hitting as well. Weapon toss goes just over Wub's head. There's the D-Sig, but immediately out comes the side light. Another D-Sig. He's looking to throw out those D-Sigs so Wubs thinks he can punish. Yo! He picked that one up, though.
Wow, that Nair had reached a little farther than I think anybody on the screen was expecting. And he gets the stock for it. Vocal goes down despite... I think Vocal got a little bit back into the lead at the end there.
Yo.
But okay, Wubs.
The weapon toss into slide kick, re-pick up for the gravity cancel. He's got his own custom combos here.
It looks like Vocal's getting a little antsy to approach Wubs here and try to get the stock. And he's getting punished for it. Azoth really great at being able to use that fade back of the down sig, put out the blast, cover the area where the approach is, and then fall to safety at the edge of the stage, which means that Vocal, well, you know, optimally, Wubs doesn't have to care at all about that. He's got 4 minutes left of the clock. You know what? Take it. It's been a while since I've seen something like this in Brawlhalla, but hey, if that's what Vocal wants to do,
I mean, honestly, like, all right, so this is a constant across like all fighting games, whether it's traditional 2D fighters, 3D fighters, platform fighters, whatever. Whoever has the life lead has the right to turtle. Right now, it is on Vocal to approach.
Oh man, he got hit with that weapon throw. I can't believe it. Okay.
Oh, now he can stall.
Vocal gets it.
Timeout in Mammoth Arcadian? Imagine?
Oh, I mean,
I don't know if Wubs is going to let that happen. Those dash down lights, if he picks up a bow, or even any of the dash signatures, have been doing a ton of work.
okay. Let's see if Wubs is able to get in the downlight. Spot dodge from Vocal, not quite as long.
It's funny
And
that
air dodge.
Vocal is almost more active when they're tied than
Right?
when he's behind. Okay, never mind. We're back to it.
Well, it's pretty deceptive. It looks that way because Wubs is actively trying to approach Vocal in the center stage, and Vocal just gets.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that was the perfect hitbox of it. That center that just sends straight up.
You know, these emotes at the end screen were pretty appropriate there, I feel like, considering it was A's off and tears. Anyways, the great play coming out from Wubs there towards the end. Vocal really trying to get under Wubs' skin, but you know what? Wubs was able to pull out some of those shenanigans towards the end. We saw that Nair towards the top, and then knowing how badly Vocal wanted center stage, he just decided to put a giant green blast of necromantic energy in the center there, and that did the job. Well played from Wubs, and now Vocal switching again to the Sentinel for game number 3, trying to bring out this pick to stop himself from going down 3-0 against Wubs.
And their stats were so even. They threw out, I believe, the exact same number of light attacks. If production can be a homie and maybe put that one in the chat, because they were like all of them were so very even. The amount of light attacks they threw out, the amount of signature attacks they threw out as well. It was extremely even for both of those players. Yeah, they each threw out 77 light attacks. Vocal threw out 8 SIGs, Wubs threw out 9 SIGs. And even the damage, 553 from Vocal, 532 from Wubs.
Really playing a turn-based strategy game there. Almost, right? That last signature is what did it. But anyways, Vocal is fighting back with the guitars now, much to my surprise, over the hammer. And Wubs punches him away, picks up the bow, 1 neutral light, 2 neutral lights, 3. Oh, wait, Wubs is that player that when one move hits, he continues using it until it stops hitting. And I love that. I do the same. I would do the same thing. 100%.
You know, it's just efficient, right?
That's Azoth behavior, for sure.
It's Azoth.
All
behavior.
Azoths behave that way.
Oh, he's still on the platform, Vocal. Weaving back and forth, can't get anything started. Wubs tries to catch the jump read with the Nair and doesn't quite get it. Vocal taking the lead after the neutral light hits. The neutral light takes him off the top.
Yeah, that was a huge read. You know, usually you expect the neutral light into the recovery or going for the neutral. Wow, Vocal actually getting behind those grasping hands of the signature. Not that time, though. But still magic. Why was there any question? Of course Wubs was going to do it again.
Wubs was behind, and he sat there, and he went, hold on. Which signature have I not used this set? Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, let me pat those stats a little bit. Down 6, 7 times. Finally, okay, there we go. Got him off the top. Even game now. Let's see if Wubs gravity cancel downlights from the edge. I feel like he will, but he didn't. Vocal actually is pressuring a lot more than what I was expecting. Feels like a new player at this point, considering how much he was actually just going back to the center of Mammoth Fortress the last few games and just waiting. Really challenging Wubs on the side of the stage, and it's not really working out for him.
Ooh, okay.
Huge read.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
That's an orange.
That's
dead.
disastrous.
He's gone. That was a bow ground pound with stuff recovery effects equals your stock is gone even at white. I feel like it's just okay. Vocal one.
And that's the really scary thing. Like, we saw the edgeguard earlier with Bo earlier in the tournament where he caught it in yellow, and that's not certain death, but orange? Now that's certain death.
Oh, man. I feel like Vocal put out the emote expecting Wubs to be on the ledge a little bit longer, and Wubs just immediately downlighted him from the edge. Oh, no, and it hits him, and it sends him spiking up the stage. Sizing again, Wubs. You know it will work. Oh.
You know he's got it
Oh,
locked
man.
up. He's waiting for it.
Yeah, we need a signature finish. Anything else, and I'm going to be a little bit disappointed.
We saw this last game. He's got
I was
the stock
hoping-
lead.
I was hoping we would all agree to not speak the entire time while they were standing still, and everybody in chat would say F, right? Like, because that was just dead silence. Oh, down air hit, spikes him into the stage, but Wubbs is he's got this one in the bag. I feel like it's just got to be a matter of what move he wants to hit him with. And the neutral light, that would be disappointing, Wubbs. I wouldn't. That okay? Never mind. Vocal can bring it back. He's got guitars on this Legend kit. I mean, anything's possible to WK.
I mean, he's been hitting a lot of those dodge reads out of the neutral light for the neutral signature. That's a ton of damage. And, I mean, honestly, he's going to need quite a bit of those. And I don't know how crazy off stage Wubbs is going to get.
Wubbs is going to finish it with a neutral light on Bo. I feel it.
Do you think that's what it's going to be?
Yeah. Well, it's
down
either
sig. Down sig. It's got to be down sig.
I think it's going to be a side sig to punish a landing.
Oh, interesting.
We have
the
three different
platform's
choices. Oh, it's a neutral
nothing.
air. It's just standard bow play. That's not what we're used to from an Azoth player.
Yeah, betraying the Azoth name there towards the end, but you know what? You do what you have to do to win.
That's the mix-up.
Wubbs. Wubbs takes a 3-0 over Vocal, shattering my prediction of a 3-1. I think there was a moment where Vocal could have potentially taken a game off of Wubbs, but Wubbs certainly had like an edge in mental fortitude, I feel like, as the game progressed. And that's going to be another 3-0, the second one of the day on stream after Mitchell's match.
It is going to be a tough loss for Vocal. He's going to have to go down into the loser's bracket. Let's see where he's going. He's going to go up against Jetbean, who, let's see, was that the one who played against Tiffany earlier? Yes, that was the player who got 3-0'd by Tiffany earlier. So it's two players who got 3-0'd are now facing off in the loser's bracket against one another.
Man, all right, so that does set it up for all of those winner round 2 matches that we were just watching. And now winners quarterfinals are going to be starting. I know you're very interested in the next match. There's Mitchell versus Jade. There's Tiffany versus Impala. Oh, man, your heart's going to break on that one either way. Cinco going to be going up against Wubbs, and then Glue versus Maid. There's a ton of action left. There's still a ton of people duking it out in the lower bracket as well. So I'm just going to go pop some popcorn, kick it back for a little bit. How about you guys?
I think it's definitely going to be a good show. Tazza, take us home to that break.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to be on a short break after this. Thanks, Sparky. And I'm looking forward to the Winners Chorus match coming up. TWK and I will be back later on the day, but we're going to have a fresh set of casters for the matches that are coming up next. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American Mammoth Arcadian. It's been so awesome so far. I'm so excited for this casting block, Duke.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a good one. This is one of those kind of decider sets, right? Or like blocks, this time space, where we start to see who's going to get into that top 8. We're going to start to see who's like really showing up. Because, of course, yeah, we had a good chunk of people who were 64 through 33rd who were competing, but this is where they start getting a lot closer and a lot more intense.
It's already been so unexpected so far, right? The first match we're going to be watching has Mitchell in it, which